Life Not Yours, man. We back with another episode of Saynomo podcast, man. I got it's a different episode, man. I got some actual motherfucking podcasters in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if y'all pay attention to like the whole, Minnesota podcast scene or whatever, you definitely have heard about them, man. So, I'm sitting here with two of the three. You know what I'm saying? The other one's not here yet. She gonna be here, right? So we just waiting. I'm sitting here with the Boygirl podcast. Tylee and Red. Let's get into it. I say your name right? I fuck up everybody's name.
Start the fucking show, asshole!
Let's just get into it, man. Like, what's like the origins of the Boygirl podcast? Like, cause that's like you originally started that, right?
Yeah.
How'd you to talk about that? How'd you get into that?
So really, honestly, my other co-host Kelly,
Mm-hmm.
my best friend, and we just be talking and kicking it and shit. Now I used to watch the Joe Budden podcast a lot. Like the first podcast I really sat there and watched all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And she used to do YouTube videos and shit. And she hit me up one day like, I want to start a podcast with so-and-so, but they're not reliable, and she was just talking to me because we cool.
Right.
And I'm like, shit, I actually just been watching podcasts and shit. I actually would do one too. Fuck it, I'll do one with you. And that's really how it started. We started doing that shit. I had to go through a lot to learn how to do that shit correctly.
What was like some of your like early struggles? Yeah, some of your early struggles you had to deal with.
Go back to our first couple videos. They look crazy. It sound crazy. It's not good at all. But I mean, it was good conversations. But like the technical part behind it.
The visuals, everything else that surrounds it, yeah.
Hard as fuck. And obviously she had a podcast, and then she came in the picture later on.
I was gonna ask about that because let's talk about that with you for a minute. How'd you get into podcasting and what was the name of the first podcast you had with your homegirl?
Well, that's not even the first podcast I had. Like, that's my personality. It's like talking and being a person. So
Okay.
I'm like, what can I do with this? And I'm
Okay.
like, I was watching podcasts. I was watching the Joe Budden podcast and like a whole bunch of New York podcasts and like the Breakfast Club. I'm like, I could do that, but I was thinking like I should go to school for journalism. I'm like, that's stupid. It's 2020. I don't have to do that.
Exactly.
So I figured out how to do it on my own. And at first, I never wanted to learn all of this. So I'm paying other people to do it. And so I'm doing interviews, like essentially like a pull-up. So me paying for a studio, interviewing rappers and talking to them. And then COVID happened. So now you're stuck at home.
Right.
What the fuck do you do? So then I found Anchor and I had like a little microphone and I had a quarantine series where I'm reaching out to people on Instagram. Like
Just questionnaires type shit.
Can we interview you? Then we're doing that. And then I know that's right. And I had it with my co-host. Her name was Hannah Hustle. And we met at work. And we just like clicked. I'm like, you have really good conversation. We have really good
I met at work.
banter.
That's what's up. I thought y'all would have just known each other just from living
I know
yeah.
her. We both from St. Paul, so I knew
Okay.
of her. But then when we got to work and like we were just able to like have really good banter, really good conversations. I'm like, I really want to do a podcast. I think it would be way cooler with the co-host because I was interviewing people and people show up late. People are boring and it's like a waste of my time and money. So if we could just do this together, we'll never need nobody. And
That's kind of and that's what it is. Like a lot of people, what you just said, we was trying to talk about that off camera. Like even like when people come up here, it's like I tell people before, it's not 60 minutes, nigga. This ain't finna be me talking about, you know what I mean? Right. We basically gonna have a conversation, you know what I mean? And if some shit that you do, that you know what I'm saying, we got common ground comes up, that's when we're gonna exploit on. But as far as like just talking, like, cause I hate Q&As. I hate that shit. Bro, that shit boring as fuck. Like, who the
how to have like natural conversations.
Yeah. Like people be like, hey, have y'all ever, cause y'all do this shit though, y'all ever had people hit you like, oh, y'all haven't had no guests, so y'all probably gonna have that come. Y'all gonna have motherfuckers be like, hey, can y'all send me the questions before? And like that, I don't like that shit. Have you ever?
So that's what I was doing.
I don't like
so
that.
When I was thinking like I'm going to interview rappers and I want to interview like not just I rap, like I
Right.
want to interview people that are going places. I feel like you have to approach them differently. So
True, that is true.
Somebody
Yeah.
the question so they know like is this going to be worth my time? Is this going to present myself in the way I want to be seen? So I don't think it's unreasonable. But what do I think is kind of unreasonable is when I send you the question, you're like, no, not that, no, not this,
So,
only that. It's like,
Me
damn.
and her were just having a conversation about this the other day, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so boom, we know a lot of the big rappers and like big celebrities when they go to like those kind of interviews like Breakfast Club and shit like that.
Facts.
They want to know the question about to get asked, and they say no, don't ask me this, don't ask me that, and you don't like that, you just said right.
Right.
So if you had the opportunity to interview somebody big like that, and they sent you that, but it diluted your content. You weren't able to ask. Because a lot of fans be like, why didn't you ask this? Why you ain't ask that? But they don't understand that the rappers don't want that to be asked. So would you dilute your content in order to get a bigger person on your shit?
That all depends about, you know what I mean, literally the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause certain people like you, like there's people who I'm probably not even a fan of, you know what I'm saying? And like, you get an opportunity to interview them, you might be like, you know what? Let me just shut the fuck up and just, you know what I mean, play the role real quick just to, you know what I mean? But
these Minnesota rappers, they're not that.
Oh, we can talk about that. Let's talk about that. How y'all feel about the Minnesota rappers?
I think they are very.
Fuck a lot of them.
I think they're very arrogant. Like even when we were doing IKTR, we were hosting the versus battles.
Yeah, facts.
And so one day when we were supposed to interview two of the rappers, one rapper showed up. He was, had a conversation, ready to be there. And at this point, I'm like, fuck it, you can just say. The other nigga kept telling us like, oh, I'm on my way. The second we told him you can't smoke weed in the studio, he like, all right.
He didn't want to do it.
He didn't come. And it didn't affect us in no way because we do this with or without an interview. But it's just like we paid for this to do this.
Yeah, it's like
and what you're doing.
You wasting my time almost.
But you feel like because of your YouTube views, like.
Man, Cam Bennett put me on, man. I didn't even know niggas could fake them shits like that, and you could really track that shit. Cam Bennett put me on. Like, that's why it's like, even when they come to that shit, the rapper, don't ever tell me about your views, bro. Like, there's a person I know, she cry about support every day on Facebook about being a rapper, and she got a 12,000 view video. And I'm like, who the fuck would watch this if she don't get no support? You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense. So, yeah, the view shit. So is it like kind of like like a fake entitlement, you think?
I think it's because the culture here, whether you're a creative and you do podcasting, you are a DJ, you're a rapper, it's so small. So if you reach any kind of like elevation, you feel like you're the biggest because there's nothing here that's
I agree.
big.
I agree.
Okay, so that's one of it, right? But I was talking to my friend before because I wanted to do a separate show where I did interview some rappers, but I know there's a ceiling to that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to find out like a different way to do it. And we were just bouncing ideas off each other or whatever. And he told me, well, you can't, because I was talking about one place. He's like, you can't do it there because they can't smoke weed there. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if they can't smoke weed or not. But then he explained to me like,
the rappers need to be
sometimes
comfortable.
It's like part of their image. They want to look cool. You gotta have the double cup. You gotta have the woods. You gotta do shit like that. I mean, I kind of get it to a degree. Like, you finna be on camera, so you want to like look cool.
You want to look cool. You want to hold up your image. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's kind of like, it's almost like, damn, nigga, should you really come on a podcast then? Because it's like, nigga, you might get exposed. Niggas might not like you after watching your interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's rappers like that, bro, where it's like, I wouldn't even like these niggas, right? Their music at all. Then I watch their interview and I'm like, damn, this nigga seem pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot. That's how I feel about, what's dog name? What's dog name?
Talk about this. That's how I feel about Vince Staples. I never listened to his music before.
Oh man, come on, man. That nigga Vince Staples got that shit.
No, I just
hear
listened
that.
to his
Yeah.
album and I liked it, but before then I only knew him from interviews. And
Strong-minded nigga.
Like I never heard his music. I'm like, I like this nigga. Like, he cool as fuck. Like, he ain't funny as fuck.
Yeah, Vince Staples a real funny. Yeah, bro. He's somebody nigga I could like really. I'll kick it with this nigga. Like, word.
Rapper that should start podcast. Not these other rappers
that just want to do it just for their name.
Cheating. I feel like it's cheating. Like the only reason that people seen it work for Joe Budden, I think it works for Joe Budden because although he's a rapper, he has the personality to do this. You know,
Joe Budden is made for podcasting.
Yeah,
like that nigga is like I like certain shit about Joe, but Joe does shit where it's like, bro, what's wrong with this nigga?
Boygirl shit was kind of crazy.
I started watching it.
How y'all feel about that? Let me get
I was really invested. I paid $2 to see Roy and
Oh, you went on a Patreon joint?
I paid $2 to see what the fuck they had to say.
Because that shit was.
I ain't gonna lie, from both sides.
Was Joe kind of foul to y'all?
It was his demeanor and how he approached it, but what he was saying wasn't. It's just how you were saying it, and these are supposed to be your friends. So, like, these are my friends. So, outside of this, whether we're arguing about podcasts and shit, I don't ever want to be like, all right, so fuck our friendship. Like,
right.
I'm not ever going to get on mic. Like, right now, you wanted to know what happened with me and Tanisha. I could tell you what happened, but I'm not going to say it in a way where it's like,
because it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that.
He said that nigga Rory and Maul showed up one day and never left.
I ain't gonna lie. That shit was funny. The shit he was saying. And
it was funny, but the whole time watching it, I said, no way.
I think what really happened is, or part of it is like, Joe comes from like being an artist and like saying fuck the machine or fuck the label.
Fuck the label. Like he's like a rebel almost. Yeah.
And when he gets to that point where he owns his own company. He is the machine. He has like people who work for him. He sees it from a different point of view. And so it looks like he's contradicting himself. But I think he just sees it from a different point of view. Now he handles it differently. And like, I mean, yeah, you guys made my podcast big. We made this podcast big at the same time. It wouldn't have been big if I wasn't Joe Budden already. Like, it's a give and take kind of situation.
I don't think it's true, though, because when it was just Joe Budden and the woman Marissa
that shit was
from
whack.
Hot 97
that shit was
and just Roy, it wasn't good. Like, it didn't get good.
When it was all three, it wasn't busting until Joe went on that rant off Adderall about Drake.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, even like now, like Rory and Maul, because like they still had some steam, but like the Joe shit still kind of like it definitely went down for a little bit, but the shit is like kind of slowly. Yeah, he know what he's doing.
Guests, and
yeah.
I think he picked 2 people who don't podcast. So I feel like
They
so
one
for
of
me
them
watching it 2-3 times, like watching it faithfully, I'm like I can't do
I
it.
don't watch it. I don't watch neither one.
But
of them.
now
Yeah, I
that-
can't, bro. It's not the
I need
same.
them together.
I need them
Yeah,
niggas together. I can't
yeah,
watch that shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I watch it now, and it's some cool conversations. I watch it more for Joe, and I watch more of the clips. Like I know exactly what I'm
Y'all
about
know what y'all
to
need to
hear.
watch? A podcast y'all need to watch.
What?
Y'all watch my boy Math High for expert opinion.
Is that where they're in the barbershop?
Yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah.
only seen clips of it.
I posted a clip, but they was talking about. I think I don't know if you seen that clip I posted. It was some wild shit involving record labels and.
Oh, talking about people going to parties.
Yeah,
and getting fucked,
you saw
and
it.
then,
Yeah.
getting drunk and getting fucked, and now they're like,
You got to sign this deal. You got to sign this deal.
deal. We're gonna tell everybody.
I've been believing that since I was a fucking kid. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You two told me a long time ago.
Cat Williams' little story.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, Cat Williams like one of the first whistleblowers out here, nigga. Like on some nigga. The Hollywood is
That's why they
this.
told us he a crackhead.
Yeah, they tried their best to kill Cat Williams. That's what's wild about it, man. Man, yeah,
Right in his place.
they said Kevin Hart's the one that's busting it open for the white man. So hey, man, if that's what they doing.
So let me ask you something about that, because I think I've asked you about this before. Okay, so if you believe in that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
But you are now in the entertainment business and you want to get to a certain level, how does that?
I don't ever want to be invited to none of them white parties, all white parties. Diddy.
I mean, you're not doing this to be mediocre. You want to be one of the best podcasters in the world, right?
All right, look, because they was talking about that on the Math joint. So it's like there's levels to that. There's like playing fields levels to that type of shit. Like, I don't know, bro. I would never compromise who I am on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, when you like you said, when you get in higher in the industry, you're gonna have to deal with certain people, and it just so happens that a lot of these people happen to be of a different community. You know what I'm saying? And within that different community, they might try you to do some shit that not really within your community. If you get what I'm saying, type shit.
The reason I ask that is because there's a lot of rappers who believe in that and say they would never do that, and they know about these things. But then again, you are rapping, so you're putting yourself in that position where hopefully one day you would get to that spot. So,
but I think the people that do it, I hear what you're saying. But I feel like more so the people that like pick and choose, like they know who to do that shit with. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get like look at Isaiah Rashad. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure that niggas higher ups knew Isaiah Rashad had secret.
I don't think it has any. Is he a
TD rapper? That's
and he got
that's why
caught
Kendrick want to
having-
leave TD, bro. Allegedly,
because he got caught having a threesome with 2 men on camera.
he recorded it himself. Like it was some wild shit, bro.
And then, but he keeps having these performances where like
Talking
the
me.
opening scenes is like he had sex with 2 men and clips from the video.
Yeah,
and shit. Like,
it's bro. Like yeah, bro. So like, bro. Yeah, I know she's actually talking about at the Coachella.
Yeah, and they're like,
The
this is
nigga-
so beautiful.
It's like a
He's giving his
compilation
truth.
of different media personalities, basically like trying to they're trying to support him because that's some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to. Oh, he let him live his truth, all this and that, and he like made like a compilation and put it at like I didn't see. Is it a song or is it just?
No, it's like the intro to his performance. I just watched it.
Like he got go ahead, yeah, do your thing. Yep. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you.
So
I don't think joining the industry always means that you. I don't think it's fully like that.
I don't think it always means that, but I think it also means that there's certain things you're giving up. So like,
Facts.
when there's people who choose to say solely independent, like you can make money to like. So for me, with doing this, my goal is not to be the rich. Of course, I want to be wealthy, right? It's not fame or being wealthy. If I can make as much money I make from working my job off doing podcasting, I honestly would be content because I'm getting paid to do something I love. So there's not much that I'm willing to compromise to get more, but is there anything you're willing to do? Like actors who get roles of like, I'll never wear a dress, but then they like, fuck it, this role paying me $5 million.
See, that's different. That's a little bit. See, like, cause even that shit, cause like, you touched on, that's like some real evil origin Hollywood shit. They love to see black men in dresses.
Yeah, I'm like, that's the first breakdown to see if they can try other
Yeah,
shit like that.
facts.
So once you say yes to this, all right, what else?
That's
can
why
you
I was
say
saying,
yes
like,
to
there's
for money?
levels to that shit. Like, they'll try, like, they're not going to just go in. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try you, like, oh.
I remember.
Try some coke. You know, first it's weed. Oh, you gonna try some lean? Then next day you come in and nigga.
I remember I was watching some interview with somebody a while ago, a long time ago, and he was talking about how he wanted to be a model, he wanted to be in the industry and blah blah. And then they like started off with like acting to put on some weird shit, and that's like the first little step, like some little, not I don't want to say gay, but you know what I mean, like some little shit like that. Put it on, whatever, and he did it. Then they invited him to the party, and he said at the door, the security at the party grabbed his ass. See? And if you fight back, you gone. If you
that sound like Terry Crews.
Then you in it. You
That's
win the
literally what I was
party.
thinking about, but
You win the party, and it's like starts off with a little freaky shit like that. And I'm like, that shit is crazy. To me.
why were people so mad at Terry Crews for saying that he was sexually assaulted by another man.
Terry Crews is crazy.
I think it was.
Like a real
He had
coon
a
to me.
he like a real coon. It was like the antics before. Like remember when Gabrielle Union felt that she they was working on something together, and Gabrielle Union basically said like she felt like she was being discriminated against, and he was like, "Well, those white boys never did that to me," and how they felt like. So I mean, like I feel like he did a lot of corny shit in between that and after that. You know what I'm saying? But more so, nigga, you played Damon, nigga. You let niggas fucking touch you, nigga. You supposed to be Damon, nigga. Like you supposed to, supposed to be the other way around, nigga. We supposed to be like, yo, Terry Crews out here touching white niggas' asses. We be like, oh shit, this nigga took the road home, nigga. Like that was wild, cause I'm like, is this shit real? Like, and then I looked at the white dude that did it. I'm like, bro, nigga, man, the nigga like, man. I'm like, you like that shit? It's kind of how I feel about how y'all feel about Hassan Campbell. Y'all know who Hassan Campbell is? I'm gonna put y'all on after. This nigga's an interesting guy. Real. I ain't got time to explain all that shit now. He's a real weird guy. But let me tell him this news real quick, man. Whack 100, man. Whack 100's been in all of the news this week, man. Allegedly, he's extorting Kim K, Kanye for the part 2 of the Ray J sex tape that no one's seen. And then this one kind of bothered me a little bit. They said it's a video of Nip out here.
Oh yeah, he says a video of Nipsey Hussle with men, but the shit.
No, did you hear the whole thing?
No, I didn't hear the whole thing. I just know it's supposedly something gay with Nipsey Hussle
All
on
right,
camera.
it's mad weird. Is it gay? Yeah, you can say that, but it's some weird shit that niggas shouldn't be doing. Personally, a straight nigga. So I guess that makes it gay.
But what is it? What is it?
So they said no. This is what the nigga said. They said allegedly. This is what Wax said. He said, "Oh, Nipsey and his baby mom." He didn't say which one. He said baby mom. I'm like, nigga, hope, man, no. He said, he paid another dude, to have sex with them together. So basically, he paid a nigga to flip his wife with him together, right? And while they're flipping, I don't know, because Wack, he was being like kind of, he wasn't trying to say too much, but he's like, he didn't say if dude busting her mouth, but he said during that shit, he said Nipsey pulls back his baby mom's hair as she's giving dude head. He's hitting from the back and he tongue kisses her. It's like neighborhood. But
I don't think that's gay. I don't think that's gay.
all right.
I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah, All right, we got the third of the Boy Girl podcast. Kelly Kells just came in the building, man. She was out here hitting licks, robbing niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck around.
Pay some nigga. They flipped whoever, which baby mom he had together. Why they flipping her? They ain't say if dude busting them off or what, but she was sucking them off. Nips pulls her head back and says on neighborhood and tongue kisses her.
I don't think that's gay.
That's wild.
That's not.
You're the only person that wouldn't think that's it because you're just as freaky as the freaky ass story we just heard.
That's
like-
wild.
But we all know like
I
people
don't think it's gay.
be cuckolding and people get turned on by shit like
Yeah.
that. I think that's gay.
I think
Personally, I think it's
Another
gay.
nigga's nut in a girl's mouth and then you kiss her.
No, that's gay.
That's
It's
gay.
freaking
That's why I was like,
your nut in a girl's mouth and kiss her. Let alone
And I-
another nigga's.
Yeah, I mean,
and
Come on, man.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I don't want to believe this shit, but that nigga Wack 100 has always been like,
Yeah, I was gonna say-
it's like the nigga don't lie. Like the nigga just he telling the
only
truth.
thing I think is a lie is the context about the Kim and Ray J.
But
tape
hold on.
shit.
What you mean
Kim is
exactly?
lying.
What you mean?
She just pretended
Sorry.
like Kanye went to the airport and confiscated the tape.
Nigga came in with a big ass suitcase. I thought this nigga had like a nuclear warhead in there. I'm like, what the fuck is
With
that?
the iPhone in, talking about he got
But
the
doesn't the
tape.
game have an album coming out?
I got a theory about that.
Does it?
Cause you know that's. Come
I got
on,
a
man.
real theory
That's
about
his
that.
manager, and that's how the game
You know what I think?
is.
I
The
think-
game says the
I
craziest
think-
shit for his album
I
comes
think
out.
Wack and Game been extorting Kanye for like a year now.
Extorting?
Yeah.
Extorting him?
Y'all don't remember that song? Y'all don't remember that song when
just came
that never came out and Game was like I had Kim K's dick down my had my you remember that shit?
Everybody.
That's a fact though. But remember that song never came out. It never came out, bro. Never came out. Then what? We see Game on Drink Champs.
You know-
What Game saying on Drink Champs? Randomly, Kanye has done more for me in my career than Dr. Dre. We like, nigga, what? We know you cause Dr. Dre.
But I feel like he still felt like that for shock value, just to get people to talk about it because he has something coming out.
It could be true, but
he fucked in the industry.
Who?
On his last album, The Game, he had a song where he was talking about Chloe and a whole bunch of different bitches. He name dropped a whole bunch.
Well, Game's like, yeah, I was gonna say that nigga's like the name drop king, but I'm just saying like the whole look at how all that happened, right? So, but he
said Michael Jackson. What did Michael Jackson do to the
Game lied on his first motherfucking bro. What the nigga say? What he say? I got shot. I was in the coma back in 2001. That's like when Dre dropped 2000. The album came out in '98. The nigga is a compulsive liar.
This nigga said Michael Jackson called me and said, "Hey, can you and 50 Cent please stop beefing? I want you guys to do music together." Shut the fuck up.
The more I see about Michael Jackson, I'm kind of
What if that happened? Like, wouldn't that be fucked up?
But
They had a picture of him and the Chris and the Bloods
yeah,
together.
have y'all seen that?
I remember that. That was in that bad video. I know exactly what you're talking about. Facts.
When they talk about Michael Jackson's real voice, how his real voice was like actually deep, like he'll be like in the second like this, using his voice, and then when people left, he like,
Cuz you can bleach your skin, but you can't bleach your voice, nigga. That shit over with.
I believe that just because when like Kanye and Drake was beefing and shit, when he said I'm not gonna drop the next diss song because it's too explicit or whatever the fuck he was saying, I don't think it had shit to do with Pusha T. I think he was about to talk about how he fucked Kim K too.
That whole shit, Pusha T was defending Kanye on some you're not finna be bullying my man's type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why Drake couldn't say nothing. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Pusha T dropped the bomb on Drake. I don't give a fuck, bro. He told everybody you had a kid and no one. The nigga, I'm like,
You
bro.
can't say nothing bigger than that.
He's the reason why we know about this kid, bro. Like real nigga shit. That's why I'm like, I don't know, man. But on some, let me get back to that theory though. So fast forward, right? My life was never easy. Now y'all best friends. I think that nigga is getting extorted, bruh. I feel like it's.
I agree, though.
Think about it.
Pictures with him and Jay Prince and stuff. He looks so uncomfortable. Like they're
He
holding
don't
his
want to
hostage.
be there.
Like why are you doing this? Like all the shit he just did with Drake. Like why are these niggas forcing y'all to do this?
And think about it. Kanye got the bread, but it's just Kanye's an emotional nigga. He love his family. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how do you extort Kanye West though?
be like, you want this tape to come out? Keep on playing. Like they said this part 2 is like it wasn't. It's not like a. It was like made around the same time they made the part 1, but they just said this part 2 is just like crazy.
But
like
does that even matter at this point?
shit to Ye. Shit, you see, I didn't even. It's fucked up. I didn't even notice that they put that shit in the Kim Kardashian actual show. I don't watch that shit. When her son, that shit was so staged.
It was so fake. It wasn't.
I'm like, this little nigga, like, y'all probably was like, hey, come over here and come right back. And he's like, all right. Like,
does not pop
nigga.
up on Candy Crush.
It don't even make
It was
sense.
on Roblox. It was on Roblox. First of all, my daughter plays Roblox. No way porn is.
So it was like a kid app, and they said it just popped up on there.
Yeah.
It was an ad, and I watched actual porn, and Kim K don't pop up. So like,
You rarely see that shit. That shit's rare. I'm about to have another shot. Y'all good? Y'all want another shot?
Oh yeah, I'll take another shot.
Mine. It's Kelly.
Kelly, so you're gonna want to come back some,
Okay. Like this right here.
and I'll say a little more to your left.
And just turn towards him. Turn the
Yeah, just to
camera.
make sure, because you were kind of getting stacked with her. So we did.
Yeah, we gotta
Is-
move it back and
Is
forth.
it? So we need to move it back and forth, or is it? Will it catch the sound?
Wayne, you gotta turn theirs up more to catch both of them, or
Nah, that shit should be good. That shit good.
you want to put it more?
you're not gonna bring our shot?
Oh damn, my bad. I ain't know y'all said I wanted one.
Thank you. This is in 10 minutes.
I don't think she has one.
And it rained on me.
Oh, thank you.
You already. Where your cup at?
Oh, you got something?
Wait, go to where? Hookah. Okay.
I'll give you a lock.
No, you good. Thank you. Though.
It's 7:30. Y'all talking about some hookah.
Just a sip, please.
Here. I don't want to reach over.
You really watching that shit?
Yeah, bitch, I'm good.
Yeah, like I was talking about before, it was her idea when I was talking about creating the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, but Kelly, the more to your left you are, the more
Is it?
Yeah.
You might want to turn your head a couple times if you want.
So fix
Mostly
this.
the side.
Yeah, you should do it how you are right here.
So I asked him earlier before you got here, like basically how he started the Boygirl podcast and shit. So like, how'd you kind of get into that shit? Like, what made you get into podcast? And he said you was doing YouTube videos. How you get into that?
So pretty much my story was, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was an adult, when I got to adult, I got to 18. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I was homeless. I was lost. You feel me? Then I had my daughter. Then I went and then I pretty much I went to college, and It was pretty much like I had this class. It was a communication class.
In state or out of state?
It was in Minnesota. It's like a community college. It's
Okay.
nothing special. But so I went to it and I did this like it was like what is it called, like a speech or whatever. And my teacher, she was like, "Yo, you really know how to talk. Like you really know how to like articulate your words and shit." And I was like, "Damn, you're right. I've always liked talking. I like talking a lot. And I like drama." So I went and I was like, I'm finna start a YouTube channel. That night, I bought a whole bunch of cheap ass shit. I was like, cool, I'm about to start a YouTube channel. It was super bogus, and I just did it. And then like I got real personal. I started talking about like personal things and shit. And I helped a lot of females with it. So then YouTube shit is kind of hard. It's kind of played out. I didn't really want to do it. So then I was friends with him for a long time, and we would have these conversations back and forth that were crazy about everything, like hour-long conversations. And we were like, damn, if this was recorded, this would be lit. Like,
right.
we'd get viral off this. So that's pretty much, where it started.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Cause yeah, y'all definitely got one of the y'all don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some shit I bring up on episodes y'all would never see because I edit the shit out. Niggas be acting weird up here, like seriously. But I love the fact that y'all come in, y'all just talk y'all shit, and y'all just kind of don't give no fuck regardless of anything about that. What you mean?
Not true.
What you mean?
I care. TikTok attacked me.
You know why she's saying that?
Why?
Because I've been posting a lot of our clips on TikTok, to try to promote our podcast at different places.
Right.
And they've been actually going viral. But they're not nice on TikTok. Those
Nice
comments
at
is
all.
Hey, I've been wanting to ask y'all two something, man. I saw some on TikTok like that y'all that y'all posted probably like 7 months ago maybe. It was on TikTok. All right, word. It wasn't that long ago. Well, maybe it was less. It felt like that. But y'all, I don't know if it. What was y'all talking about on TikTok? Y'all was like, I don't know what the fuck.
We do skits, right?
Yeah.
So it was just fake. It was just funny. We just be hanging out.
Y'all funny.
Different ways to promote the podcast.
That shit was the funniest shit ever. It's like I just saw them like I thought they was just like. All right, y'all had me. I was like, I was telling myself like, I think they're serious. Like y'all got my ass because I was like, all right, that was well played type shit.
They have been coming up with a lot of different skits ideas too, though.
Man, that shit is wild, man. So like when you guys even like come up like with an episode, how do y'all prepare for one? Do y'all just kind of go off current news, what comes to mind, how y'all week was, or is that shit just real organic as fuck? Like
Lately, we've been just coming and talk like. It's like just having a conversation on the phone with your friends. Like, we gonna talk about what's on the internet either way.
Right.
So we just kind of come in and just start talking. We try to have, like, a list of what we're gonna talk about, but we don't, like, stick to it really hard. We just...
It's like a little mental
talking.
notes. All right.
When the shit gets kind of dry, then we're like, all right, like, let's get to a topic now.
All right. Nah, it should be like that, man. Speaking of that, man, how y'all feel about the Minnesota dating scene, man?
Just terrible, bitch.
They got a lot to say.
Yeah, man. I'll be honest. I have not gotten a good response yet. Everybody said it's like
terrible.
Why is
And
it terrible?
It's hard because I can't fuck your friends, and it's small here. So what do you want me to do? You're forced to be a whore.
You be forced to be a whore.
Yes, and niggas will shame me.
You are not. I was just about to say you're not forced to be a whore.
They
What?
always want to play victim and shit.
Man.
Don't blame me for what you forced me to do. Look at my options, and that's really it. There's no options. I don't think.
You don't think there's not enough options? Yeah. I mean, Minnesota, I always tell people, like, people don't realize, like, there's not no other place in the United States that have two major cities this close together. Like, it's not supposed to
Two
be.
major cities this close together with only 20,000 black people.
Exactly.
So
It's not supposed to be.
You guys are capped.
About what?
Okay, there's plenty of options. It depends.
Oh, yeah, no options. I was just talking about just the major city shit. It's mad options, yeah.
It's good options and bad options. Depending on what you're looking for. And if
What
you're
type of
paid
niggas do you like, Tylee? That's just the real question.
Hood niggas.
What type of niggas do you like?
They both love hood niggas.
They both love hood niggas.
Call them rich niggas.
They call them rich niggas.
I like niggas. I like niggas. I have no
shit.
type. I just want you to be attractive and funny.
That's a type.
That's the type.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm sure there's more options of that around at UAC type shit. You can't tell me that you know every nigga that's
I'm
funny.
like a little picky.
Okay,
like,
for real.
It's not even picky. It's like, hey, no, you can wear your hat the wrong way. I'm like, can never talk to this nigga again.
So, all right. So, Red just said that y'all like hood niggas. So, have y'all ever dated a nigga from opposite hoods before? And if so, how many times?
Are you turning your head?
I just have to ask. Oh, man. No, man. You might be able to break the balance, man, if you can, you know what I mean?
I can make the peace. I'm like fucking Gandhi or something.
She said Gandhi.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Don't y'all both love me? Just the beef.
Man, you might, hey, man.
You wanna hurt me?
That might be the new campaign, man. We might have to, you know what I'm saying? That shit's wild, man. That shit is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Minnesota's just a wild place right now in general. Like, was y'all on Facebook yesterday?
Yes, we did.
And then we talked about our podcast. Yes, we did.
All right. Because I was not gonna talk about that shit on Facebook. On Facebook. Because I was like, why y'all? I was niggas I know. I'm like, why y'all sharing that? You can see it and just not share it. First off, do any of y'all know that nigga?
I know, nigga. I know.
Of them.
I know his older brother. Yeah.
I think it's fucked up. I think it's fucked up.
I was gonna ask. I was gonna hold on. Let me because what you know real quick. Because I was gonna say that. I was gonna say, how do y'all feel about? I mean, I'm pretty sure niggas, niggas are straight niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm gonna ask a female. Like, how do y'all feel when y'all see these down low men get outed by their? Well, that nigga who did get outed by? What was that?
All his baby moms.
All his baby moms put him on. Ooh, how many kids the nigga got?
I believe 3. But super sure. I want to say 3 though. I'm not sure.
God damn, he got 3. So might gotta move, man.
That's why I said to start a new slate.
Yeah.
Kill yourself or you gotta move.
You might gotta
I
move.
said just live in your
kill
fucking
yourself.
truth.
From the shit I saw, he's like, ain't he like some gangster, like ain't like some tough nigga? He be talking like he tough, right?
Be
Yeah.
a gangster, a shooter, whatever.
That nigga not Omar Little.
You can't. That doesn't. Your sexual preference doesn't take away from your personal integrity. Whether you will stand on something, punch somebody, or shoot somebody. It's some gay niggas.
I agree. I know plenty of niggas. I know plenty of gay niggas that's in jail that are murderers.
That'll
Nigga. Like,
whoop your ass because they've been gay all their life and been like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get punched on all the time. So I
Right.
don't think that matters. I think it's fucked up about like how everybody makes a spectacle of it. Like it's like. Obviously, it's Facebook, so people are gonna do that. But this is someone's like life and livelihood. He has kids, like.
Yeah.
And I understand like his baby mom's doing like out of hurt, it was impulsive. But like it's like, damn, your kids is gonna have to live with this. And
his
then,
baby
you still
moms
want
did
them-
that shit?
You still want them to have a dad, but like at the same time, like damn, you did that shit to your baby mom.
that's yeah. Go ahead, bro.
But you're thinking about that in like a mature sense. I'm looking at it as like, all right, cool. It's 2022. People have progressed. People accept gay people, but you're not openly being.
You're not
gay.
accepting yourself,
You're
nigga.
hiding it and then getting exposed. That's the difference. And it's still niggas at the end of the day, and it's Facebook at the end of the day. Niggas got hella jokes for days.
Oh, bro.
Like, you come out and say I'm gay and your friends cool. Like, that's a different story. But you hiding it. Then hiding the fucking tranny,
And that's what I was gonna say. And that's what I was gonna say. I was like, the nigga said it was a girl, and I'm like, bro, no.
That was what got me because I just really wondered what the girl said. Because bitch, that's not me.
Yeah, like the girl he tried to say it was, and I'm like, that's even more fucked up that you got to compare her to like an Autobot. I shouldn't have said that shit anyway. Hey, real shit. All right, so well, Rich, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I'm a fake comedian and shit. I just ain't get up there yet. So look,
Me too.
I told niggas, why not? Shouldn't they be called Decepticons? Don't they trick the fuck out of these niggas?
No.
The ones who
I'm
do
talking
it.
about.
But the ones who
I'm
do.
talking about the ones that do. The ones where.
That change.
The ones that change, you look at them and like a motherfucker have to tell you, like, that's a trainer. You be like, don't show me. Get out. Just go. Nigga, don't show me no shit like that. That's wild, bro. Like, some of these, like, them niggas in Atlanta,
Yeah.
dude, they doing magic tricks on niggas. Like, you deserve to get popped if you, like, remember
Have
what
you ever
Cardi.
seen the
That's
movies?
really fucking with somebody.
Bro, how's that not rape? How's that not rape?
It is rape.
That's rape.
It's a whole movie about it. About the.
But there's no
beautiful-
law about it.
There's a movie about it. What
Law
movie?
It's on Amazon. It's called Secret Society. It's these two
It's new?
badass bitches, yeah, and they going around fucking niggas. And then when the niggas find out, like it's people trying to kill them, they have to keep skipping states, and it's like I don't feel like that's victimizing like the person who's a transgender. Like you victimize someone else. Now I have to wonder: do I like men, or do I even know who you are?
Yeah, that's
what if
fucked
we have
up.
a full blown relationship and then I find out you were born a man? Like what the fuck? That's crazy. That is
Peak
crazy.
Rose, think OJ. Fuck you talking about?
Yes,
No.
and that happens in real life too. And then it's always because the person is portraying a woman. You have to protect women. You have to protect people's sexuality. But what about my sexuality? What about like, bitch? No one's protecting me. I'm just supposed to fuck a
We were just
man on
talking about this
accident.
yesterday. A lot of women get away with doing a lot of crazy shit that men could never do. Niggas can't never
Oh,
be victims.
oh,
of any
thank you for
situation.
saying, man. Thank you for saying that, right? You bring up my next thing, man.
But that's a fact, though. In a lot of cases,
Who had a more shittier week, Johnny Depp or Meg Thee Stallion? I bring up Johnny Depp because, like,
about last night,
bruh, 'cause-
I said I support Johnny Depp, and I think I'm the only woman who's in uproar. Like,
I'll be honest with y'all. I stay away from that white drama. Like, I'd be like, listen, bro.
Be crazy.
It'd be crazy. But then when I found out that, like,
it was the finger.
she
Finger
really,
off?
she really shit in his bed.
Oh yeah, I forgot to read that up last
She
night.
really, I thought it was a joke. She really shit in the bed and then try to blame it on like the dogs. I guess they got small dogs. Dude, like, no, the animals could never make nothing happen.
Johnny Depp has to be a
Oh,
psychopath.
I don't know.
But what I
That's why I said like they both can't be. You know what I'm saying?
But is what he so there's situations where I've been in, right, where nigga is doing something to me and I react a certain way that's over dramatic, right?
Right.
So is what he's doing worth cutting his
Can I ask you?
finger
I was
off?
gonna say I wanted to ask you about that. Not about that, but I was gonna ask you like what like that was a like why'd you have you know what I mean? Why was you on house arrest? You know?
I be drinking.
Oh word. Say no more. You know what I mean? I know the lingo. Yeah, I be drinking. All right, word. But no,
Nothing too
but,
crazy.
yeah, no, but no. What was you saying? Like basically, you think she kind of got like they just saw her reacted more?
He was really good
But
at your
at the
job.
end
You
of
know,
the
fucking
day, I gotta remember, he left his wife and kids for this girl. He left his kids for this girl.
He did?
His girl, yeah, he left his kids for this.
I didn't know that.
So he's been with her for a minute. So what is that coochie like? That I'm getting my
bitch.
finger cut off.
She got a
Sometimes it be fun, man. A little excitement in the situation. Ooh.
that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I used to at a certain point in time, but as you get older, it's like nah. Like
But what that coochie like?
yeah, I mean.
To get your finger cut off, nigga?
Nah, I never. I don't think this even possible. Like, yeah, you're right.
Like, and then what position was like when you sleep? Did she,
That's what I'm
did she
saying.
grab
How this
your
shit?
arm?
How this shit
Like,
actually
Yeah,
happen?
you're a grown ass man. You can't cut my finger off while I'm awake.
I'm awake. Like, bitch, what are you doing? Let go. Like, the fuck? How'd she do it? She just came
I
in
would kick
like,
a bitch so fast.
yeah, like that whole situation was just weird to me. That's why I was like, I don't really know, man. And then like you dealing with that, and then you know, Mag Thee Stallion did the Gayle interview.
She's a fucking liar.
I've always said the moment a nigga sit down with Gayle, oh, he's lying. This nigga lying. He lying.
But I don't.
Look at R. Kelly.
I think-
My life.
Yeah, he fighting my life. That's all I heard. Yo, I was listening to everything she was saying. Then she was like, Gayle was like, Gayle caught her off guard. Oh, did you guys have a sexual relation? No.
Like, get up.
Like, what the fuck? He has a whole album about being in love with you, bitch. Y'all
She,
never
come
fucked?
on, y'all was posting pictures. Like, if y'all didn't fuck, y'all some great actors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get why she would lie about that. Why do y'all think she would lie about that?
About having sex with him, I
Yeah.
don't know. I just think in the whole situation, I think she was really, really drunk and maybe didn't know what happened and said that this is what happened, like she assumed.
What y'all
She
think
could
happened?
What I think happened is Meg is a drunk, emotional person. She got drunk. She got angry. She got in the car. She started fucking with her friends. Got kicked out of party. She's still mad in the car. She felt like everybody's making her feel like the bad person. She kicked the window out the car, so that's why her foot was fucked up. She walked out the car. Everyone's like, Meg, get back in the car. But people already called the police. So when the police come and they're like, what happened? Meg at first is like, oh, it's just glass in my foot. And then Tori shot her. And Tori's fingerprints aren't on the gun. It's only Meg's and her best friend's.
And her
fingerprints.
best friend's the only one that got gun residue on her. I think the best friend shot the gun.
But where did
I think the best.
Where the dance bitch shit come from though?
That's fake.
That was crazy.
So
That's crazy.
you heard? All right, I ain't gonna lie. I be coming up with these wild theories. Well, what if Tori was knocking down both of them,
Of course he was.
and then maybe she had the better box,
Tell us what
and
you
then
told- tell us what you
maybe
told us about Tori yesterday.
Oh, so I've actually I've been to Tori's I've been to his crib in Miami.
oh Showtime. No,
And
just
I
playing.
ain't fucking-
No, she wasn't
I was
there.
with a whole different-
I was like Showtime. No, I'm just playing. Hey, don't put that nigga on blast, man. They said that little nigga be her shooting motherfuckers, man. Be careful. You might lose a toe, fucker. Shoot me in my pinky toe. That nigga all the night shit, yo.
He's too cool to be shooting bitches.
St. Paul crack, baby.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so pretty much, he first of all, he's short as hell, but he's cool as fuck. Like, he's really actually a cool ass nigga. Like, he has conversations like this. Like, he's regular as hell. He's humble. But the only thing is, he be getting bitches. Like, I tell you, bitch came in. We was all having a good conversation. Bitch knocked at the door. He went to the door, went to the back, fucked her, came back, had the rest of the conversation. Another bitch comes to the door, knocks, fucked her, comes back out, starts talking to us again, drinking a little bit. 2 bitches come this time. He goes and knocks that down.
What I don't mean to be in this nigga business. What's the stamina, nigga? Like, how this nigga's just this nigga coming in for like 2 minutes and coming back out.
Bitch, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
going to sleep.
Bro, I gotta recharge. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how do you even like, nigga?
Short niggas be...
Oh shit, say no more, man. Oh shit. But yeah, go ahead.
No, that was pretty much it.
So like basically he's just used to getting bitches. So maybe he smashed her friend. Maybe she didn't feel it.
Tussle over a gun in the car to shoot yourself and say I did it.
That's what I want to figure out what really
I don't
happened.
think she got shot at all. There's no bullet fragments from the scene to my knowledge. The hospital lost the bullets that were in her foot. And I was watching Joe Budden podcast.
Show me your foot. I want to see your foot, Maggie.
He made a really good point about how he like jumped over a gate and broke his foot, and for a year his foot was fucked up. And then I was thinking like, damn, I got hit by a car and broke all the bones in my foot, and I walk crooked as fuck now. So I don't know how you got shot in your foot and you were 2 days later twerking at whatever festival that was.
I got a million questions. First off, what type of gun was it? What type of gun was it? Like, how big is your toe, bitch? Like these questions got to be answered. You know what I'm
have a
saying?
strong ass toe. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
First hear it, at first I'm thinking like, oh, maybe he shot the gun and it ricocheted and she didn't get shot. Like, you know, it kind of.
It would have to be that. It would have to be
You know
a hit.
what?
Something like she didn't get just flat out shot by no bullet that just left the gun.
Gail King, and she sounded like the mafia was after her. She was saying dumb shit. Like the nigga Tory was standing up in the car.
He said, "Dance, bitch." That's why I'm like, bro.
That's
crazy.
hilarious.
I think he probably said that though, but I just want to see like why. Like what if the homegirl was dancing? He's like, "Yeah, dance, bitch, dance." Yeah. also Bugs Bunny shit, like on some cartoon shit.
The main thing that made me actually believe he never did it was all the people that fuck with him, because I believe that, like, you know, these celebrities have publicists and shit like that, and they want to be attached to certain shit, especially if you abuse the woman or
Facts.
shot a woman.
And they all unfollow Mag.
So now that
Drake,
they
all them
unfollow
niggas.
them, and people are still making songs with him, and people are still doing this and that with him, that lets me know, like, the people in the industry know he ain't do that shit, because they wouldn't even sit close to somebody who abused
Who's
a woman
doing that,
or
right.
shot a woman.
That can't see
Especially
quick.
a woman to the stature of Meg Thee Stallion. She's a superstar, you know what I mean? Like,
So my idea also is that at the same time this was happening, Tory Lanez is no longer on no label at all. He's independent, and then he's dropping NFTs, making $1 million in a couple.
Doing his thing.
all his money.
You're doing his thing. Yeah.
So I think it could also be like a double jeopardy for Meg to be put out like as a person to say like, oh, Tory did this, so now he's blackballed. He's spending all his money on court and stuff. He's having to do live YouTube.
She saying that
concerts.
shit?
He's saying what? She said he shot her. So now he's in a position to where he can't do concerts. He can't be anywhere Meg Thee Stallion that. And how many concerts are going on, like festivals where she's not headlining, are there?
What she's saying?
She's losing shit now though.
She's losing
Yeah,
shit now, but at
yeah.
first,
But yeah,
she's
facts.
She's not gonna lose.
No, you ain't lying. When that shit first happened, niggas was like trying to like throw that nigga out, like throw that
It's
nigga.
like how you were
Yeah.
saying about the, like, you know, whole Illuminati freaky shit, whatever the fuck. You know, you go independent, you making all this money, they're not making no money off you. It's like, all right, how do we stop?
How we stop this shit, yo?
And maybe that could be part of it too.
Yo, he's gay. Like niggas be
know?
like, wait, what? Like that
He
shit is
shot a black
wild.
woman. You know, niggas love their black
But
women. They gonna stand up for that.
I also think though with Meg, where people feel like, oh, because she's a woman, people will forgive her. But I think once you look at the whole situation, I think people will take from, because you're a woman who got whatever, right? But you also used the woman to like promote it. Like her
Right.
whole
I don't think
album was black, using Breonna Taylor and shit to, you know, protect
What?
black women. That was her rollout for
That
her
bitch,
album.
that bitch did that shit.
That was a rollout for her album.
Bro,
To
Breonna Taylor got cop like, bro, she got killed in like in
By
the
the
crib
police.
sleep. Like, bro, what the fuck?
You know?
Nah, that should have pissed
At
me
the
off.
same
Like,
time,
nigga, stop doing that.
I think that's
Nah.
gonna piss people off once you realize you're lying. So why, like,
got
although
shot.
this is a right movement to be behind, you're using
Right.
this to promote your lie.
It's like manipulative. It's
And-
I
like
don't
it's
think it's
real.
gonna really matter too much, because if she drops good music that all the women love,
Yeah.
I think all will be forgiven. We seen Chris Brown do some wild shit,
And
but
he's-
that nigga got hit.
And it's
So
fucked
it
up
don't
because
matter.
Chris literally has like that nigga Chris Brown is a different type of nigga. When it comes to the music, that shit, that nigga's different. Like, and he's still dealing with that shit a little bit. Like that shit to an extent, but like
he's
it's
still
still
Chris Brown.
facts.
That was 10 years ago.
And that's why I'm saying like it's hard even for him. Like that shit still kind of follows that
I think Meg will
nigga.
be fine. I think
It's
I think
fucked
even
up.
if she lies, but like we just said, women and men are totally different. After a couple years, even if it comes out that it was all a lie, after a couple years, I think it'll be right back to normal. If she makes
I
good
personally
music,
like
good
Tory
music
Lane's
prevails
music way
everything.
more than I like Meg Thee Stallion. Like
Yeah,
the
but you're
what-
a hood nigga.
What made? To be honest,
You're not
what
out here twerking?
I'm
what
out
hit-
here singing fucking.
what hit does Mag Thee Stallion have? I'm still
Captain
trying.
Hood,
No, like no,
Real
Wait, the WAP
Freak,
shit?
WAP.
no. That's Nick. That's Nicki.
Cardi.
No, that's Cardi B and
Yeah.
The wet ass
Meg
pussy
Thee
shit.
Stallion,
That's
yeah,
that is
yeah.
damn.
That's
that
Cardi
is
and
insane.
Meg.
So that's
She got
Cardi
that-
shit. That's
she
my.
got
Whatever
that
the
little.
hot
She
girl
got
shit
that
is.
little freak hot girl shit.
But-
Captain Hook.
Women love
Weren't
Meg,
that isn't
bro.
wasn't that hot girl summer
Pop it.
shit? Ain't there like a
Pop it.
group of women? I
What?
thought.
Didn't she make it like she?
She made it as a
She
she a
coined
hot
the
girl.
phrase "hot girl shit."
Yeah, but like,
Hot
what?
girl
Ain't there like a
summer.
group of girl? Like, who's that?
No, that's a city girl.
City. Okay, see, I don't know. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm just looking at it because I'm like,
She still ain't say sorry to Kodak either.
I still don't even listen to. I'm
She
talking
must
about like
hate
her
black
music.
women.
Like when you look at Rihanna, you look at Cardi B. Like these motherfuckers made hits that like everybody.
It's not for you.
Nah, not even that though. Like it, cause like Cardi, I don't listen to Cardi B, but that bitch made. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't deny this. Like when Bodak Yellow was played, I caught niggas singing that, and I'm like, caught you, nigga.
I think you can catch a nigga singing Megan Thee Stallion though. She
What
can rap
songs
her
though?
ass
I really
off.
want to know. I really
She
want to
rap her
know
ass
what
off.
song though, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I was in the radio. I would listen to the radio. You know, you get in the radio before you connect your phone. You hear the radio for a little bit. It was some songs she was rapping on. I'm like, it was like it wasn't no hook or nothing. She was just rapping. I don't know the name
song
of
with
it.
Lil Baby.
It's but she by herself. That shit like it gotta be like a minute and 50 seconds long. She was just rapping though, and I was like, okay, that's kind of.
No, it ain't
Even-
for us, but I know that shit hot.
Yeah, like that's what I
hear
was saying.
every
I was
I
listening to
go.
it. I was like, this bitch kind of was talking about what she say? She talking about bitches drink Hennessy, she drink Douce, all that weird shit.
I never heard
She was.
it, but I know
I
she
forgot
was-
y'all ain't never heard that shit.
I'm not like I don't listen to her avidly. Like
y'all
I
not
have,
really a
I
fan?
have
Yeah,
like songs
that's
I
real.
like. I think she's cool, but
Oh, that shit real. I just was like, cause I'm like
Let her
looking. I'm like, she ain't
fucking
got no
lie,
like
so watch
Rihanna.
out.
All these niggas got real. I don't think she even got the hits to even be considered a
I think she
superstar.
has the machine behind her to
I
make
know.
her to
She
for
got
people
the shit to make
to
her a
perceive her
superstar.
as a superstar. I think she has good songs, but it's not the same as Cardi B. You know, or even
Cardi B's just better, talented. She
But you
just-
I don't
gotta
think
think
Cardi
about
B
it.
is more
Megan
talented.
hasn't been out for that long. She, whatever, before all this situation, she was on a trajectory to be like a Cardi B, like a maybe not like a Nicki Minaj, because that bitch can really rap. Used to really rap.
That's why
Meg
when
Thee
people
Stallion
bring that
can
shit up,
really
that bitch
rap.
Nicki Minaj is like a rapper. Like that bitch is
They
like,
forget.
yeah, like
They
she
forget.
has bars.
They
Like I
But
be
Meg
like,
Thee Stallion has bars, so the rap she does now is for the consumer. If you look at like her freestyles that she was doing in her college dorm, like the shit that made her Meg Thee Stallion.
Mm-hmm. She need to go back to
rapping.
that.
She's rapping her ass off. But she has like all these different personalities. Meg Thee Stallion, Tina Snow, a hot girl. Like she, you know. So I don't know.
nah, I hear you.
College girl, college student, whatever the
Did you
fuck.
graduate?
Switch notes on that, man. How y'all feel about the 6ix9ine and the fake Lil Durk situation, man? I'm gonna say something first. I thought that whole the dude whatever his name is. I thought him.
I wish we knew
You
his
talking about
real
the white
name.
boy?
Not him, not the white nigga that set up the YouTube video. The dude that the Dirk lookalike nigga. Perkio.
That's all we know.
Perkio.
First of all,
Yeah.
I think that's
Bro, that
weird.
shit's some weird shit.
It was weird.
Some
already,
weird
but it was weird
shit.
once I realized the dreads was fake. Like, all right, man.
Yeah, that threw me off.
It's yarn, bro. When
They're
I
like
feel
Kenny
that-
The
Twist.
nigga hair fake?
But I give it a small pass because he's a kid. He's like 18, 19.
Oh, he's on. Oh,
he's a kid.
damn. Oh, he's a kid. He's a kid.
So I mean, whatever.
That's
Somebody
the-
say you look like Dirk. You went with it, and it went viral, and now you're going viral. You know, people love attention. So once you go viral for one thing, you feel like, oh, I gotta keep this up.
Keep it doing it,
It
yeah.
became a thing, and shit. I mean, it worked. You was on Dirk's video, so I mean,
You go
something
sit
good
with Drake.
came
It's
from
people
it.
who's been rapping for 20 years and they ain't never sat next to Drake.
Yeah.
Right. So you're doing some, but
I feel like 6ix9ine did something because like now they really saying dude didn't even know that was supposed to happen. Did y'all see that? Or
I
am
think
I
even
wrong?
if he knew, I don't think he understood
Yeah.
what was happening. He's not
only been
from
in
here.
America for
I'm
3
saying though,
years.
even the fact that he didn't know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas trying to be like when he put the jacket on him, I'm like,
he didn't even know it was in the jacket.
No, I
he
think he
said.
understood. I think he understood.
You think he did?
In the
Bring it,
video
bring it.
before, he was explaining the whole. He was saying, "I don't want to meet him. I don't want to be around."
so he knew, but he was gonna be there before.
Yeah, he didn't know that 6ix9ine was gonna be there before. I don't know. That's what 6ix9ine said that he did. I don't know, but when they met before he put the jacket on,
Mm-hmm.
they had a meeting and they was talking about. They was like, "Yeah, 6ix9ine's down the block." He said, "No, I don't want to meet with him." So he
Oh,
ended up meeting with him anyway. So he did know.
So the way it was.
Yeah, see, I
when
don't-
seen it was like basically. I heard 2 different stories. So basically, what she just said.
that was the third one I just heard. I didn't know that shit.
So start off with the white boy Steve something.
The YouTube nigga, right? Yeah.
Let's do something together.
Jersey
blah,
Shore
blah.
looking ass boy.
He pulled up and he was like, "Okay, cool, whatever we're gonna do." and like 6ix9ine is here, and I think he didn't really understand, but I think somebody explained to him like the whole beef and shit. He's like, oh, I don't want to be part of that, blah blah. But there's a video of the white boy keep pressing him like, just meet him, even off camera, just meet him. You should get to know him, just talk to him, blah blah. And he did it. But then there's another side of the story where he knew he was going to meet 6ix9ine. He was doing it for some money. Whether he knew there was beef behind Dirk or not, I don't know. But he knew he was going to meet 6ix9ine for some kind of money, do some kind of whatever.
Great something type shit. So you.
But you gotta know, like, if you want to impersonate somebody, nigga, you should know what comes behind that. Like, you know what kind of beef he's in.
Bro, that's why when I first saw him do it, I'm like, nigga, that's not even funny. like little like niggas don't even. That's why it's funny like when niggas talk about the whole rap. I ain't gonna say blame, but you got to give that shit to like the whole United States of America wants to be like Chicago, nigga. That shit. 12. I wasn't, bro. I remember we was because I was in college. That's when I first went to college. I remember my nigga Keith. He from Southside. Yeah, he from out there. He came back banging that shit. We had like winter break or some shit. He came back banging that shit before he was like. It had to be like a couple months before he was like officially released, like in the streets type shit. That nigga was like, he was like, Chief Keef the next nigga. I'm like, man, turn this whack ass shit off, bro. 10 years later, this nigga getting quoted on SVU. Like, I'm like,
the whole culture. I remember it being over north. We called them the other side. Then when they came out, everybody started calling them ops.
They did that shit. Infiltrated battle rap. It infiltrated everything. A lot of people
from St. Paul is from Chicago. A lot of people already want to be from Chicago.
We 6 hours away. Like the shit is right there. You know what I'm saying? Like
it influenced us hard, quick, for sure.
Facts. It definitely did.
It also influenced drill music in New York.
Man, I'm mad at that. The drill music in New York. How the fuck these niggas make a whole new sound before St. Paul ever made? Minnesota even made one sound.
I don't think that's real. I don't think that's real. I think Minnesota has a sound.
What sound?
What's the sound? Let me tell you what I was gonna say. So me and her had this argument all the fucking time. I tell her, this West Coast has a sound. Like you don't have to know who's rapping. As soon as you hear the first couple of beats, you know that's from the West Coast.
You hear Detroit nigga, Cali.
You know the Detroit niggas. You know the Florida niggas for sure.
Oh,
you know the down south niggas, Memphis. You know all that shit. You could play a song, it can sound good. I'm not saying it sound bad, but nobody from other states would be like, oh,
it's the Minnesota niggas.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
never.
I think
because we're trying to be like everybody else, though.
I think it's gonna be like it's from the Midwest. So if you're talking about people who are real artists, so to me, people who are real artists from here is like Prince Riley, the little nigga TJ. I really like
that nigga Prince Riley. That nigga got some shit.
His name is like Bad Side Xavier or something like that. All these niggas sound like themselves, and what I feel like the Minnesota sound is, it's like melodic, singy rap, like because and we're also a melting pot. Like we're 6 hours away from Chicago. Yeah. Everybody comes here. So if you're from down south, you're like, it's poor here.
It's a lot of Detroit. It's a lot of people from Detroit come here too.
So we're going to sound like a lot of different
we have
places.
Our own sound, though.
I think we do. I think
you said the Midwest sound, but Chicago and Detroit are in the Midwest, and they have two different sounds.
No, that's because they have accents, and it comes out in their
I ain't gonna lie to you. The Detroit sound,
it's unorthodox.
It's really like the Detroit sound and Cali sound. I fuck with it heavy, bro. The Detroit sound and Cali, like a lot of them niggas, it goes back to that Motown record shit. A lot of that shit. That's why you ever look at Detroit shit and some of their shit sounds semi-similar to some of the Cali shit. It may not be how they rapping, but the beat, some of that shit, it's like AB and like 2B or some shit. I'm telling you.
It's like that nigga Rimble, right?
Yeah, Rimble.
He's from California,
Yeah.
When I first heard him, I thought he was from
Everybody
Detroit.
thought he was from Detroit. I put niggas on the Rimble. I literally.
I put you on the Rimble.
Yeah, I put a lot of niggas on the Rimble. Niggas swore he was from Detroit. I'm like, he's from Cali. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I like Rimble. The nigga rap like he reading the fucking dictionary. You know what I'm saying? That shit is fire though, for real. That nigga's entertaining. But no, I mean, I don't know if we gotta have a sound. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I be talking shit.
Culture, bro.
That's why like even
We're
like
creating one.
Yeah, the facts. That's why I support all the black YouTuber, all the black that's making platforms here, because shout out to Waterway TV doing this thing. But like I'm not cool with certain shout out to my man's Rights to Bear Arm Jerome. He was on here. The niggas literally said, he's like, bro, how would it look if we went to Asia or China and we talked to Asian people about their culture and their music shit, and we're just a journalist? That shit looks fucking stupid, right? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, why do we accept people doing that here? And then they'd be like, basically like having like white people, so many white people in media telling people, yeah, this is the next sound. This is the next sound.
I think
we don't.
But they're not real. What are you talking about? Like here specifically?
Yeah, here specifically.
The white people who are doing it here, they're not like Waterway. I don't look at him like
he don't know. He cool. He's in his own market. He's in the college. He's in the college. Yeah.
He do.
He's different. I wasn't even talking about him. Like he's like, yeah.
that sound or that music they had, like with that dude, fuck, I don't know his name. The main artist that be on Waterway.
Jack Giller.
Trey Green, something like that.
Trey Green. I ain't never heard of
that.
that.
I don't know.
I know some nigga named Jack Giller, white boy. They be
like,
pushing heavy.
It's black music, but it's like for the college kids, like a backpack black music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he got his market, but it's like there's ones here that so called. You know what I'm saying? Like they, nigga, y'all not. You know what I'm saying? What makes y'all niggas be like, oh yeah, yep, this is the one. I'm calling it right now, and that's like, nigga, why? What gives you the credibility to be like, this is the one?
Race determine whether you are a music connoisseur, whether you
that has no being a music connoisseur that has nothing to do with that. It's just about your place where you are. If you're a white person and you don't got shouldn't know like look at Def Jam how it got started. It started with Rick Rubin, it's a white boy, and fucking Russell Simmons. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just Rick Rubin. You know what I'm saying? Rick Rubin knew he had to. I don't know shit about this culture, but I have the sound for music. I'm a producer. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what you bring to the table and understand that you're not the voice of what. You can't be the voice of another person's culture. That's why we gotta push more.
Maybe back then not, but I think
no. Right now, who's the vote?
So
like,
more now.
Who's a white person that y'all looked at and be like, yeah, I go to him for the fresh hip hop takes? We don't do that.
For fresh hip hop takes, but
I'm just saying in general though.
They're so indulged. I mean, black culture is the biggest culture in America. So they're so indulged in it. Like some people just grow. Like there are kids my age. I'm 27. There's people my age who've been listening to music, hip hop since I was the same age as me. They're in it. Like they're not just a person.
No, that's fine. Like all that shit's fine. All I'm saying is like when like you can listen to, like I said, like Rick Rubin. He started Def Jam. He's a white boy. Look at Lior. You know what I'm saying? This nigga started Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like like bro, like if you. It's not like white people can't come in. It's just you got to know your role when you come in here. That's all I'm saying.
I think because, okay, so then hip-hop is, at that point when they're creating Def Jam, I think hip-hop's only 15 years old. Now it's like...
You said 15.
Hip-hop itself is only like 60, 40 years old.
I thought you said 15.
Like, at the time when Def Jam started, probably like 15-something years old.
Shit's old.
Yeah, I think Def Jam might be before
it wasn't, but whatever. I just feel like now it's such a big thing, and it's besides like pop music, whatever Katy Perry and shit does, hip hop is the next thing. So I think it's hard to put a race on it. Yes, we created it, but why can't we?
It's not like I'm not saying white people can't come in. I'm saying that we should be the A&Rs. We should be way more control of our culture. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they shouldn't be. Even in the industry, white people dictate the industry. You know what I'm saying?
They dictate it is because.
Well, look at it.
To get too deep in it,
no, I know. I feel like I know what you're gonna say.
It's
their home field.
It's for a whole different reason. But as far as like the music side of it, I mean, they start off with the one with the money. They're the one with the control. Like even like Diddy, yes, he has Bad Boys and he's done all this, but Bad Boy's not his own thing. It's signed to something else bigger than him.
Diddy's the
check.
But Diddy put mad black people in position. Like Diddy's like a different, like you know what I'm saying?
But
like shout out to Revolt TV. Yeah,
there's somebody right above him signing his check to sign all these multiple.
Nah.
Checks. Bad Boy's not an independent.
No, I'm talking. When you say like, so you saying Diddy has a? Why you talking about at a certain point in time? You talking about right now? I don't think
now Bad Boys is not an independent label. It's
but
something like
who the fuck signs the Bad Boy now? Like who's the last? Like I'm thinking now. Like who's the last artist that ever signed the Bad Boy?
Mace, right?
Nah, hell no.
I would say French Montana, right?
Damn, you might be right. No, you literally might be right. I'm literally trying to. Or was it what?
MGK?
I was just about to say MGK.
Yeah. MGK. Them two.
But then again, he's a businessman. Like he got into different ventures. I'm just saying, like the whole point I brought that up is, yeah, I mean, this is how I feel. The streets is A&R and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like black, like that's what I'm saying. In Minnesota, that's why I was like, because I brought that up because we talked about not having a sound. I had shout out to Ricky. He was on here. He's told me we got to cater to white people. I said, no, the fuck we don't. He was like, no. He was like, cause he talked about like the demographic of everything. Like nigga, I know where we are. We in America. We about like what 15% of black people are 15%.
They gravitate to.
You don't?
Have you seen the viral video of the white girl singing Lil Baby songs?
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Why you didn't like that, man?
Because
Why can't she enjoy the song?
She can enjoy the song. I'm just looking at the niggas that sharing it and the reason they're sharing it. And I'm like, oh, you niggas don't like your mom.
She was also saying nigga on Twitter. That's what she said.
Wait, for real?
No, yeah, she did. I seen it. She did say nigga, but she wasn't saying.
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter, but she wasn't saying it. Right.
You saying she wasn't being malicious, but you like fuck that, yeah,
No,
fuck that, yeah,
fuck that too,
yeah.
I'm just saying she wasn't saying
context
nigga.
matter, yeah, but still facts, fuck that. You know better. Watch your mouth. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a slippery slope. Like I said, without white people, you know what I'm saying? Like nigga, like white people definitely play a part in everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Though is that
Stop letting these cornballs dictate the music shit. That's all I'm gonna say. These niggas is corny,
who
man.
gets in and who gets out, but I think white people want to cater to
I know
them.
they don't. They try to though. I just get mad with how the facade that niggas deal with here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird, bro. Cause it's like
I think we want to cater to them because they have the money. So when people are throwing
niggas ain't got no money here.
but white people.
Oh.
So when we want to
No, I'm talking about here. I'm talking about here.
Like people have money here.
No, I'm saying though, but like, they not paying none of these artists. Like, they're not.
not
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the artists. Yeah. Facts.
But even at this point, what I
They
don't
not
like
doing
about
nothing for these
platforms
niggas.
is that every platform has their artist that they're like, this is our guy, and we're gonna try.
Who's y'all guy?
Who's my guy?
I'm talking shit.
I was like, who-
Malik, heel love.
We haven't pushed nobody.
I don't push nobody, but like before this, I used to like curate playlists and listen to like a lot of people here. So I have a lot of rappers here who I think make good quality music. And if anybody asks me, I'm just gonna be like, I really like the nigga Prince Riley. I like all of them.
I think he dope. I like Prince Riley. I ain't gonna lie. I think that nigga's dope. Like, I was like, all right.
I know what you're talking about. What's that one blog that pushes Shakedown to the fullest?
Oh, Minnesota
Minnesota trending. No, not stand up. Minneapolis trending.
He blocked me.
Every other.
Why?
The nigga, I don't know when.
I don't even know who runs that page.
What you just said, I've been trying to figure out for 2 weeks who runs that page. I've been asking who runs that. I want to talk to. We had a conversation. He was trying to get some money off a nigga. He was like, I'm gonna send artists there, charge them to come on, and then we can split it. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to these musty niggas.
They push that nigga so much. So I know what you mean by every blog or every podcast. Somebody they're trying to push. Like Trap Right clearly is trying to push
John Ray.
to the fucking heart. Let it go. Let it go.
The nigga said, let it go.
Like, you know, like,
Am I lying?
Man, was it the perk dick shit?
Yeah.
Good or not?
But
Like, I think
we just got talking about.
Yeah.
We just got done talking about what Cam Bennett told you.
Yeah. Nah,
Let it go.
his name came up, unfortunately.
Of course it
Yeah.
did.
I
It's
s-
not even a thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, and then I think that's cool, but I think it's cool when it makes sense. Not that doesn't make.
No, you're right.
sense.
You're right. You're right.
I feel like when it comes to the point where there's other people where it's like this nigga might actually
Do something.
do
It will do something for
like,
your
no,
platform too.
we like this nigga, so it's really about this.
I mean,
Right.
Academics spoke about this with 6ix9ine.
6ix9ine, yeah.
He said he constantly kept posting because he knew it was gonna be some, and knew it would help his thing. When he gets big, he'll get big too, and that obviously makes sense. But some people ain't picking the right people.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, put some of these young niggas in position. I'm tired of seeing these same old ass niggas that's older than me. I'm sorry, no disrespect, bro. Get a job, bro. Like, stop trying to rap. Like, you know how, like, that's why it's like, I never would ever be a rapper. Like, it's a tough thing to do.
I
First,
tried it for like 3 months. Knew that wasn't for me.
yeah,
Let it
bro,
go.
that shit tough. That's why anybody that really does that shit and dedicated and on they shit, I'll be like, yo, I respect you, my nigga. Even if I don't like your trash ass music, you fucking work hard, my nigga. But it's like a lot of that shit is like, you get to like 37 years old, 38 years old, you look back, all you got is YouTube videos and
They don't
views.
tell them the truth though. People are around.
That's
them
right.
trying to
Yeah.
scam
Do you
them
believe in
and,
10,000 hours? You put in 10,000 hours.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so
But not all the time.
so not all the time.
You could put in 10,000
Yeah, but
hours on
that-
boxing and think you're
but
gonna
that
knock out
comes
Mike
with-
Tyson and he's still gonna knock you the fuck
That
out.
comes with talent. Like, if you have the talent, don't waste it. Put in 10,000 hours.
Then it also comes with you learning. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like 10,000 hours of you just working on some shit don't mean nothing if you're not really learning from
You're
it.
not
You know what I
getting
mean?
better,
Yeah,
trying
so
to
it's
figure
like,
things out,
and a
trying
lot of
to do
niggas
something
don't.
Different.
I could tell a lot of these rappers ain't gonna be shit because they don't even take shit seriously. Like,
even
this shit like this.
shit
I was talking about this with
what
y'all.
you
I'm
do
like,
is big or
nigga.
small, it's all a part of it. Like, you know, like we could have been like, we got our own podcast. Why would we come here or vice versa? I got my own podcast. Why would I have other podcasts?
No, y'all
I
cool.
mean, like,
Y'all
it's-
black. We ain't on that. Yeah, y'all
No,
good
I'm
though.
saying,
Yeah.
like, it's still a thing. You know,
Facts, though,
like,
you right.
Still treat it like with a timely manner as if you're going to the Breakfast Club because like if you don't even know how to act in what you think is a small setting, how you think you're gonna get to this big setting and do well? You couldn't even come to what you thought was small.
Exactly.
One of the problems that I see is lessening in Minnesota is the eating dick. They treat stuff like this like it's not nothing because they want to eat dick with something that's this. But as soon as you have somebody big on here, everybody's gonna, oh, I want to be on there. Like, no, but where you at when I didn't have that person? It's just eating dick. They're always eating dick.
Man, it was fucked up, man.
everybody is, though.
Yeah,
But we gotta get
they
over
wait till it get hot, then be like, oh my god, I was there, nigga. Remember, I like this post, nigga. Look, nigga,
Yeah,
screenshot
and
like,
that shit's
nigga,
crazy.
fuck
It's
out
like,
of here.
Fuck with everything that's gonna like you fuck with us, we gonna fuck with you. Like build our own culture. Stop trying to eat dick everywhere else. build the shit right. It's right here. People always talk about something. We don't have this here. We don't have this here. We don't have enough money. We don't have.
We building
it's
this
all
shit
right here. Build the shit, nigga. Stop being lazy.
And that's even like when I had Ricky on from Water Wave. He said that shit. He was like, think about what's gonna be in the next 5 years from like shit is now. When if niggas keep on working and just staying focused, you know what I'm saying?
And
like
we have artists coming out of here. We got Skinny. We got James Casey. The nigga you just talking about, Riley. He's really good. He's gonna be something.
That nigga's gonna be something. Yeah, that nigga's nice.
People here, just fuck with the shit here and let's make it some shit.
But I think more stuff is happening though. So like when people like, I want to leave my side, I don't want to, like
niggas are stupid.
I would love to go somewhere else and because I feel like I could go somewhere else and get bigger fashion just because they already have it. But I think what was I watching on Netflix? You know,
I want a vacation for like a week or two.
All of those
come back.
Like, different cities, how they created their culture. Like I would love to be a part
the hip hop evolution thing.
Yeah, like I would love to be a part of that.
You talking about the shit with Big U and
No, it's
No,
not
there
an
was
interview.
it's a Netflix.
Netflix hip hop shit. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Nigga, I was seeing,
It's like 3 seasons, right? Yeah, I seen
like
that shit.
T.I. or whoever the fuck, they were in a house. They made like a small little house. They just said, fuck the living room. We're gonna make it a studio. They was making beats out there. They was doing crazy shit out there that turned into massive hits.
And I feel
People
like
think they
so
need
much
this big
stuff like that is
production
happening here,
to do something.
And people are just thinking like, oh, this is small. In Atlanta, they already have this. I
We're,
feel like
we're
they
new
built
to the
those
market.
things.
There was no media platforms here. Like the only media platform it was here. I swear to God. I mean, I don't even. It was the fucking Wiseman. They was only doing music. They were on, and it was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Joe. I fuck with Joe from there. I fuck with Jake too. Jake just got to stop acting corny sometimes, man. But I fuck with Jake too. But like, I got this shit from Joe. I remember when I bought this table from Joe. Jake got bad, bro. Jake hit me. Oh my God, bro! He sold you that table. He didn't even tell me. But yeah, man. But nah, man. Shit is just. I feel like we gotta just work together more. And not even the artists. Like the medias, you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, aside from music,
not the
how
artists.
do you feel about like podcasting and people who are doing interviews?
I love it.
Like, do you feel like it's an actual thing here, or do you feel like the things that are going on here they're good? That they look
I love.
good,
Oh yeah,
it's a moment away of eating dick because podcast is cool right now.
It is.
So many people who make a funny Facebook status and they be like, I want to have a podcast. Like,
I see it all the time. I know y'all probably see it all the time. Y'all probably see people that follow y'all. They probably don't interact with y'all a lot, but then they be asking y'all questions like, "Oh, how do I start a podcast?" I guarantee y'all see that.
I
shit.
just made a post the other day.
I guarantee it. So it's like it's flat. It's fucked up because they don't see it. Like it's low key disrespectful. Like
what
nigga,
we did was we created a price list.
yeah, do that shit. That's what the Say No More pull ups is for. Yup. You want to do a Say No More pull up interview? Go ahead, man.
Not to be on for me to do your podcast for you.
Oh,
yeah,
I see what you.
And then, like, so people asking like, could you?
Kind of like how I was just telling, like how we was talking about before with them people that be editing. I told you, yeah.
Because and what you just said is exactly right. I mean, people that be coming to me like, "Oh, can I be on your podcast?" Who are you? I've never seen you like nothing. I've never seen you share nothing.
I don't even know you.
I've never seen you comment on nothing. How do you even know I have a podcast? How do you know I have a podcast though?
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna
Y'all don't
yeah.
support. Y'all want to shallow follow me? Nah,
That's
I'm not with none of that shit, nigga.
What you just said, a lot. I think it's good. Like shout out to White Table Talk, y'all shit. I fuck with Wholesome Podcast. I miss Kush Thoughts
What's the
podcast.
one that's at Creative Studios?
That's
the
White Table-
backyard.
the backyard podcast. Yeah.
I haven't watched enough. I ain't gonna diss them. I ain't watched enough because I ain't watched enough. But
I think they're pretty new though.
yeah, they are. They literally like probably only got like 3 episodes or some shit like that. But one thing I would say, like you said, the biggest thing a lot of these niggas they forget, you gotta have a personality. Like nigga, I didn't wake up and say I want to do podcast. Most of the people that do podcasting, other motherfuckers tell them you should do podcasting. Like nigga, this is me all the time. Like I don't filter shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's like it was easy for me to jump into shit. I see niggas.
Siri needs to get off our dick. She's listening.
She picked up when I said filter. That's wild, bro. That's crazy. Filter is an American rock band. All right, whatever. That shit is wild, man. But no, I mean, like a lot of people, they don't do that. Like I watch some of these niggas' interviews and I cringe because I'm like, these niggas is robots. These niggas. You're like, what the fuck you talking about?
You're too into your like ebonics and where you from. So like I can't come on here and be like, yeah, Joe, what's cracking, what's going, like, you know, like, and people do that, and that's like it's cool and it's like I guess it's relatable, but that's not like content that's gonna go far because there's only a small demographic that's even gonna understand what the fuck you're saying.
Facts.
For one, and then it puts you into a small box. Like I'm a podcast for the ghetto, the trenches.
Or it's
At that point, it's not. Yep. It's not a podcast.
It'll just be a camera or a phone or something.
I done seen plenty of them niggas do that shit where it's like, oh, we got a new podcast. I look at it, I'm like, nigga, you ain't even got no fucking mics, nigga. Nigga, I hear the background and shit.
What you talking about? This is about the same thing.
I know, we all talking about the same thing. I'm sure we are, because I'm like, nigga, no.
I'm like, can I see who the host is?
Yeah, nah, man, like that's why it's like I'm like that. Like, did y'all see when Charlamagne and Young Jeezy did their little interview when they was walking around?
I seen him do something like that with Kanye West. That like
Yeah, I didn't
the
see
one
the
that,
Young
I think
Jeezy
after
Watch that one. That one was fire. That's how the Say No More pull-ups gonna be. But that's only gonna be for certain people, and it's not gonna be just artists. I'm having barbers do this shit and other shit too.
Okay, speaking of Charlamagne, right? What do you think about they won the Our Heart award for best podcast? Do you consider the Breakfast Club a podcast? They're not a podcast.
They won that shit for that? Mm-hmm. I thought he won it for Brilliant Idiots. Nah, they not a podcast. That's a radio station. You can't even say certain shit on there. Like, you can't.
Can they not say certain stuff?
Yeah.
They're on like Sirius FM, so they can cuss on.
No, they can cuss, but like when I say like podcasts, like they can't be like talking about like certain shit. Like how Nick Cannon lost Wild 'N Out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, from his podcast, what did he say? White people are carnivores, savages.
Listen, what? He's entitled to his opinion, and he can say what he want. My thing is, you can't be saying like that shit like that, and you work for white people, my nigga. That's all I said. I was like, you can't play yourself.
I was how you feel about it. Obviously, won because it's the Our Heart Radio, and they're part of Our Heart.
Nah,
won the award.
I feel like they shouldn't have won. They're not a podcast.
Signed to Our Heart, so they gave it to them.
Yeah,
I feel what you're saying.
yeah. I feel like
the same way. It's not a podcast.
I feel like $1 Million Worth of Game is like the best podcast right now. Like
The best?
well, not the best. Well, I have a lot of different ones. If we talking about like mainstream joints, my personal favorite, my top 5 podcasts. Like for one, I got Math Hoffa Expert Opinion. We talking about currently, right?
Yeah.
Currently, yeah.
Math Hoffa Expert Opinion, Say No More podcast, man. Oh, that's that rain. Like, what the fuck going on out there? Who else? I said, what I say, 2? I said 3 or 2.
2.
I said 3. What was the one I just said before? Math Hoffa. No, before Math Hoffa, what we was just talking about. I said I like. Yeah, man, that's what the game. I like All the Smoke.
Oh, yeah.
There's another one I watch. Nah, I just be watching old
So
text.
you don't really watch any white people podcasts like that, do you?
I mean, there's not really. I'll Joe Rogan. I guess I watch Joe Rogan shit.
I don't know my top 5, but Tiger Belly, you probably never heard of it. It's a comedian. White comedian, but he's not white. One of them's Chinese, from like LA and shit. It's like a comedian podcast. You gotta watch that. Flagrant 2.
Flagrant 2.
You know what I'm talking about with Andrew Schultz?
I heard of it. I don't like Andrew Schultz, bro.
I like
You
Andrew
have to give
Schultz.
it
That's
a
my
7
nigga.
I don't know, bro. Like Andrew Schultz remind me of
Fuck.
he remind me of them white dudes that say super duper funny shit and then like
But they mean it, right? So do you
they
ever-
mean it, but then it's like they ain't gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Not like saying like on some tough shit, but like he seems like the type of person he'll say some shit that is really offensive. Motherfucker get on his ass. I'm just saying. I just don't.
No,
he's not gonna be. I'm just saying he's gonna be. I said like.
Yeah,
he's not
no,
gonna bow down for nothing.
he's
He's
not.
gonna stand
I don't like him
No,
or
no,
the what's the nigga name? Nigga doing porn and shit. The Adam 22 nigga.
I don't like that
So I
podcast.
don't like his.
That's her favorite podcast. Or
I ain't
one
gonna
of her
lie though.
favorites.
He
I don't watch him,
got the
but-
most lit. I mean, like as far as like just having like just
Like-
raw, natural.
Yeah, like
he's
shock value content.
shit. Yeah, it's like hit.
Apply for No Jumper. Like,
Yeah, when we did it.
Shit, that's a fucking good market. Them niggas is getting they fucking bread. Like you can't. I ain't hating on them getting bread. When I say I don't like something, that's just me. I you know what I mean? Yeah, my preference. I don't mean niggas nowadays be like, oh, they're getting money. I'm like, nigga,
No, they have
I
different
just don't
podcasts.
like it.
They have different podcasts now too. They have like one with I know you AD. He's like a Cali nigga. He's like
AD, ain't that the nigga that was he was who the fuck did he just get into a fight with? They was they fought over some shit. Who the fuck was that nigga? They fought over the nigga say he stole his idea for the cooking shit. Who the fuck was dude?
some Asian. What?
Hey, China Mac. Yeah, hell yeah, I just saw that shit. Nah, I ain't watched this joint
I
though.
watch all the podcasts you talking about, except for All the Smoke. I know what it is. I watch it sometimes, like the clips and shit, but I know
It's
what
hard
it
to
is.
watch it.
It's a basketball, you know.
It's a basketball
I fuck
podcast,
with a
yeah.
lot. I fuck with them two niggas a lot. But I watch a lot of other shit from the other side of town too, type shit.
Nah, I mean, I check them shits out. You know what I mean? I'm always accepting new information.
Watch academics.
Nah. That
I haven't watched the episode.
nigga's a guy. I don't like niggas like him. Like, I don't like niggas that I really don't like people like that. That's why it's like I say shit like don't be corny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just weird. Go ahead.
There are like 3 things. Like, my first one is I watch a lot of podcasts from New York, so that's like when I first. I think that's what most of them are really. So I watch all of them, but then when you say you don't like niggas that are corny, so I think we talk about this like all the time. Like
That's subjective too. Corny
I don't think
subjective.
so.
I I say this. I say that's why I say it to Drake. I think Drake.
Among black people.
I think Drake is a smooth nigga, but I also think Drake is corny in that same regard.
I can't agree.
No, like I think Drake is like the smoothest. Well, like how is he the smoothest
Drake
nigga?
is a little corny.
A little corny.
Drake is corny.
Like
But
the corny shit he's done. Like
it's
so
cool though.
I think
He
it's cool
worked.
because it's for
I have
him
to-
to be himself.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's what makes it
when
okay. He's not
corny
trying
is
to.
he's not. Yeah. Maybe that's why it's like he's a cool corny nigga. Like I don't know.
But
Like Drake do a lot.
Because he's light skinned.
Nah, it's not. I knew you was gonna say that.
So
No,
you
it's not.
saying that like don't be corny. Like what
Don't
I feel
protect
like
her
sets
light
us
skin
apart
people.
from being a podcast. Like we're friends, we're talking about each other, we're being honest and unfiltered. But besides that, like we're generally cool people, and I feel like that's what lacks in just people who do podcasts and have a platform. Most of the time, people who want to sit in front of a computer and edit or sit in front of a mic and talk, you don't have any friends, you don't have a real life, you only are consumed.
Facts.
Internet.
Internet.
Like that's how DJ Living got famous. Like gonna.
Talking about Chicago for
Like,
how
you
many
know,
years?
But it worked for him. So do you feel like that same thing sets aside from you? Like I'm cool. This is gonna make it better.
I mean,
do you think
it's
that
all-
matters when it comes to podcasts.
It's all about who you is and what you want to work for you. If you want to get famous, you want to get famous. I don't want to be famous. I don't care about fame. You know, what I mean, I'm pretty sure academics went into this shit wanting to be famous. It's not like you come into a shit and you talk and you just something comes from it. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at it.
Like, what's your ultimate goal in this?
Man, we trying to just build the brand up. You know what I mean? Because I do films and shit like that. So build the brand up and just, you know what I mean, give people good advice. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't be getting good advice. They be getting fuckhead advice from they fucking from their mans. You know how many homies I lost in the last like 3 months because these niggas is bums and they don't want to change? It's like, nah, nigga, I ain't finna be kicking it around you. Then they say shit like, oh, I ain't cool with this nigga Wayne. They can't even say that. Niggas be like, oh, where Wayne? Oh, I don't know, man. He just be tripping. Why? What'd he do? He's mean.
He's me.
He mean. This is what these niggas do. They can't say what niggas did. They just be like, oh, he be tripping. What does that mean, bro? Like, it's just weird.
It's just different, you know. When you come from hanging out the block every day, hang out with niggas every day,
Mm-hmm.
you find something you like, and you rather do that because you know it's more valuable to your time, and you might make something from it instead of on the corner all day shooting dice. Niggas think you change
What?
up. I ain't change up, nigga. I'm trying to make a better living for myself. As we
Exactly.
should too. We're grown now. We're not.
Niggas about to be
15,
30.
16 no
I don't know how
more.
old y'all is. I'm 28. How old is your host?
27.
Okay, so how old is y'all?
I'm 26.
Okay, so we like around the same age. That's why it's like niggas is about to be grown. And y'all niggas don't have nothing but YouTube views.
Do you do something outside of podcasts? Like, do you have like a 9 to 5?
Yeah, I sell crack. No, just-
Who's your supplier?
yeah, man, that nigga robbed me the other day, man. That nigga Teddy McDonald, man. Fuck that nigga, man. Hey, man, speaking of that, that's my next question, man. I'm assuming y'all watch TV, man. Snowfall, Power, or The Wire?
Snowfall.
The Wire is one of the greatest TV series of all time. But if you're asking my preference between Snowfall and Power, I like Power for like it's dramatic, but Snowfall is like cinematic. Like it's a real,
Cinematic,
Like,
yeah.
it's a real TV show with a real storyline. Everything there's certain shit in Power that's like this is unrealistic.
I stopped caring after the 5th season.
Y'all
After
make
they
me
kidnapped the Mendez bitch from the courthouse with that fucking nigga with the glasses and
stopped after the
2
4th
bits.
season.
I think that was the 4th season. I'm like, oh, you said that's when you stopped watching
Yeah,
it?
that's when I stopped
What
watching.
was the moment for you? Was like, man, get the fuck out of
It
here.
wasn't even the moment. It literally I stopped watching TV. It wasn't even
He was
that
all right.
good.
That's real.
I hope I don't get my black card revoked. Never seen The Wire. Never seen Snowfall.
Damn, for real?
I think it's not.
You gotta watch
Snowfall is
I'ma keep it a buck.
You know, I wanted to.
Yeah.
And everybody kept telling me I should, and I was gonna. Then I seen the nigga who plays Snowfall on Instagram, and I'm like, I can't believe it no more. You already ruined it for me.
No,
Bro.
it's because he wears his
It's just,
shirt open.
it's just,
He's
it's just
fine.
the way.
I'ma
it's
keep it a
just-
buck, bro.
it's just
Yeah,
you
he-
have a mentality about something, and you see something before you get to see what you want to see.
But once you
You already ruined it for me.
I hear what you're saying, bro, because I watched it first, right? And then I found out later, after season 1, I was like, what the fuck? This nigga got me. Like,
But that makes
him
it better.
and that nigga from, the nigga from All American. These niggas are great. These niggas are spies, nigga.
Yeah, All
Michael
American.
Mandela, good little show.
But,
These niggas is British.
So
It's the best shit
and
ever.
I feel like it shows the evolution of crack and how it affected people's neighborhoods, like the government's involvement in like such a beautiful way. Like it's a great
That shit's, John Singleton did his thing.
And I feel
They owe
like
Rick
this-
Ross money.
And I feel like
What,
oh
Snowfall?
yeah, no.
Free Ray Ricky Ross. They owe that nigga
Seen
money.
it, so.
The whole,
Bro.
the whole movie is about him.
It's sad, bro. They robbed that nigga, bro.
It's his whole story. It's his whole story, but
That's
they
maybe
robbed
like the
him
first
from
time
it.
I've heard that about him getting.
It happens over and over. Rick Ross and stole his fucking name.
Yeah,
People
all that.
keep like
John Singleton, John Singleton died, but I don't know, man. The way because like they're literally including the actual war, the same exact war, bro. It's like that Nicotara shit. That shit was like really happening. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like The nigga Freeway Rick Ross was really involved in that shit. It wasn't like it's a facade. That's why it's like, nigga, if John Singleton probably didn't die, the nigga probably would be getting sued again. I don't know.
Did you watch BMF?
Yeah.
That shit was good.
Yeah, I liked
It's
it.
good. But
I don't know where they're gonna go with it.
because I've seen so much real BMF documentaries, real BMF interviews. So when you're watching it and you like know like a lot of the people you're talking about aren't dead for real. These niggas weren't killing people for real. Like I don't know. But
Even
like,
the
so, like,
timeline, because I agree with you.
What's
Like
the main villain nigga that
Lamar,
Lamar.
it took y'all a whole season to kill him?
come on, bro, this nigga's running around.
He dead the first day.
Niggas rolling around
Yo,
with
was driving
a
over his
two-pump
car.
shot.
He should have been dead.
A 2-pump shotgun, nigga. Like, bro, my nigga, that shit's fake, my nigga. Like, that's why I ain't gonna lie. Like,
But it
I didn't
wasn't
like.
bad,
I didn't really. It was cool. It was entertaining.
Yeah, it was cool.
But
I don't think there's nowhere to. Okay.
how they gonna do it? Like, cause they like in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
The shit that we saw that you talking about, that was like 0504. So you telling me they gonna use that weird nigga with the fucking wig on to play Big Meech? Niggas ain't not gonna watch. Y'all know who I'm talking about, bro. Who gonna watch that? Y'all gonna watch, dude?
I don't think I'm
Hell
gonna continue
no.
to watch. I'm
Did
not
y'all
gonna continue to watch after I seen like more of it just not be true. Like I already know enough, and something like, oh, it's fake. But then I'm like, none of this shit is real. Them niggas
Y'all
start calling
see
the
who they
50
said,
boys.
All
Get over
yeah,
it.
it's all
Did
fake.
y'all see
Yeah.
who they was supposed to be playing Jeezy? Do that?
Oh,
Who?
Tyrese. No,
Hell
he
no.
plays
Funny
the
as
dad on All American. He's in The Best Man.
Yeah, the coach.
Oh,
the coach.
the coach.
Tyrese?
No, not Tyrese.
I don't know if it's
He's
his name.
bald.
He's
Fuck,
the
Tay
coach of All
Diggs.
American.
Tay Diggs.
Tay Diggs.
Tay
Tay
Diggs.
Diggs.
I said Tyrese. Tay Diggs.
Yeah.
I said Tyrese too, nigga.
That's
I'm
who's
like,
about to be
bald
playing
black.
Jeezy?
Nah, bro.
You better have the best
Nah,
acting role of
bro.
your fucking life to make me believe that bullshit.
Nah,
He
bro.
only play gay men.
That nigga gonna pull up. Remember that nigga was in Malibu's monkey. Give me a ride if I dust your ass. That nigga about to pull up like that. Fuck out. He can't play the snowman. They wildin' for that.
But 50 Cent is about to leave Stars though.
Shit, he gone. Them niggas ain't gone. Them niggas ain't renewing his deal.
Hey,
They
somebody
never
gonna
gonna
pay him
hit
money.
Somebody look, yo, Peacock might pick that shit up. Yeah.
That's too hard. That's too hard for me to find. I don't even know what Peacock
Yeah,
is.
that's
I'm
what
not,
I'm
I'm
saying.
Nah,
not
bro, it's just a
doing
new streaming. That shit smooth. Y'all watch Bel Air? First, how y'all feel about Bel
She
Air?
watches, but I don't watch. She is really good.
What? So I watched it to be disappointed, and I think that's why I liked it so much. I watched it thinking this shit's gonna be trash. I'm not gonna like it, but I watched like this shit is so fucking cool. It's fucking cool how they like show what the real story would be like once they show like what like in the story, you know, like oh, he got in a fight, mom got scared, but really this nigga got in a fight and upped his pistol on somebody and got sent to jail for a gun charge, and his fucking uncle happens to be a politician and got him out of jail, so now he lives in Bel Air because the people here thinks he snitched and he lives here for a better life to get away from being fucking killed. It's good.
I like the first 3 episodes. I agree with everything you said. The first 3 episodes is good. After that, I'm like, I'm good.
I
moment
watched
they
it
had-
to the end. You didn't see Marlon Wayans come on there and they recreate the.
I'm in film just because I hate
If
something.
that don't make me cry again, then
No, it won't make you
I
cry.
ain't gonna lie. Like just like I could say I don't like something, but I'll finish that shit. Like I just have to. It's like 'cause I'm really about to be like a director type shit. So like I'll watch all that shit. I literally laughed. When that nigga Marlon Wayans was at the door, I was like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. This nigga was
great.
talking with a deep voice, bro.
It's hard to take Marlon
He was like,
Wayans seriously.
yeah, hey, Will. What you just said, I'm like, bro, this
But
nigga is
it's-
Marlon Wayans.
but
He's
it's
been the funniest, like one of the
Yeah.
funniest niggas whole life. Like I couldn't do
It's
it.
good. I think it's good. I feel like the only thing is that there's some of the storylines that they just.
That's
dropped.
what I didn't like.
Like the butler smoked a nigga, and we never gonna come
Bro,
back to that.
Jeffrey is
Wait, Jeffrey Powell somebody?
He's a hitman, nigga.
Jeffrey a hitman, bro.
Will told him
Jeffrey was Uncle Phil's stay-at-home homie. This nigga just stayed at the crib and like was playing pool with this nigga. I'm like, bro, pick up a broom, my nigga. Like take the kids to school. Like
he commits murders. Will told him I'm
He
worried
commits
about
murders.
this nigga. He said I got it. The next thing he get a call from his friends back at home.
you know, that was a
like,
battle
hey.
rapper. That was a battle rapper that they had playing. I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was,
easy
he
to
was
block.
like, hey, that nigga dead. And then he thinking like, damn, did Jeffrey do it? He said he's gonna take care of it. Hell
That shit
yeah,
fucks me
Jeffrey
up. Then they
did.
got Carlton.
Snorting Xanax.
He's like a junkie. You watch the show. Carlton was like.
No, it makes sense because
That was
Carlton
one time and it was by accident.
Okay, but you
That's
have
not
to
the
think
same,
though. But
though.
you have to think though, the same way that black people who grow up probably just smoke weed when they
Look.
in high school. He lives in
Look.
Bel Air around white kids, so it's probably really realistic for him to be doing coke, snorting Xanax, and playing fucking
I think
lacrosse.
There's
hard.
better
and letting
ways
his
you can
white
write that
friends say
in.
nigga.
There's better ways you can write that
I
in.
think it's really hard to take something that's very classic that everybody
Yeah,
loves.
that's what
and
that's what it is
remake
for me. I'm like,
and
come
make
on,
everybody
man.
love it again. Who gave the fuck about The Last Friday? Really good movie. I think it's funny. But
compared to like Friday
And next Friday, yeah, you right, yeah.
Y'all stop. Let's leave the class. Like y'all niggas not even getting creative no more.
What you just said,
But
I
that's
feel
the
like
difference. I feel like this is.
they made Scream 5. They made Scream 5, like nigga, like
it turned into a drama. I think with other things it's not, but like I think stuff where it's a different interpretation of it is cool. Like Mowgli on Netflix, it's a different interpretation of the Jungle Book. We have the like action, but Mowgli is like realistic. The bear is mean.
I actually like that shit.
Yeah, it's raw as fuck.
Yeah, I like that
it's
shit.
It's a realistic version of like
That wolf was fucking them niggas up.
So it's just realistic. So I think
I know. Even when it first came out, I was like, listen, if you don't like it, you kind of gotta respect the originality of it. But I just didn't like when they started changing core shit and characters. That's why I was like,
yeah, Ashley's
it would be like,
transgender.
yeah, they got Ashley being gay, bro. Like Ashley's gay.
Wait, Ashley's a transgender.
Okay. No.
I put like them. No, she's like bi or whatever, lesbian, bi curious. All right, they made Hillary. I mean, like I said, like it's just.
Hillary's a, but that's probably
It
what
just
she would
leave
be today.
classics alone.
But you know what that'd
classic.
be like though? That would literally be like if we remade Martin and
They plan
Tommy.
on doing it.
Tommy is Martin's boss. The nigga that didn't have a job.
No, they
is Martin's boss.
They
So we both
plan on
accept that.
recreating Martin, but it's called Tommy and Pam.
They do. I saw that shit.
But don't it look raw?
That's what they did.
Classics
Alone. I agree. Leave that shit alone.
Why
Yeah.
can't we just have a classic?
Cause you know what I
Get
think?
creative. Do something new.
I think-
Make a new storyline.
What you just said, bro? I think niggas ain't creative no more. There's no nigga. Look at how many reboots have we seen in the last 10
Y'all
years.
ain't
One
hear
of
my-
the things I've heard though, it's not even about creativity. It's about analytics, where like these executives be like, "Oh, this got this many numbers, and we don't want to have to pay all this money to try something that might not work. So
Let's go
if
for this.
Gets numbers. Let's find a better
Make
way
it PG-13.
with new technology to do this better, but they never do it.
Never do it better.
So
Yeah.
I be on YouTube, right? And
Yeah.
I be watching conspiracy theories and stuff.
Me too.
And so have you ever seen the conspiracy theory? Like the world really ended in 2012 and we're stuck in a loop. So maybe that's why we don't got nothing new.
Okay. Okay.
She came to me yesterday talking about something. Do you think at the end of what's it called? All the Marvel movies,
The
that
world,
world's
not
gonna
our
end?
world, but the world and Marvel's gonna end because fuck it.
Right, fuck
No,
it.
I did all.
No, the
Have
world's
y'all-
gonna end because the fucking Eternals, right? They come here because in each fucking planet there's a god that's gonna evolve based on the human's evolution that's gonna destroy the world so the god can be to his full capacity. So if this is the main origin of the storyline, at the end of this cinematic series, the world is supposed to end because the god that's in the core of the earth is gonna emerge. But fuck y'all.
That sounds like the Matrix almost.
I think
You see the last one? I didn't even go watch it. I already knew. I'm not.
Nah, bro.
Leave classics alone once again.
I'm a Matrix fan, die hard. It made no sense.
Yeah, it didn't.
It made no sense. Like it wasn't even like it was just
You
shot
seen
bad.
the new one?
It was like
I didn't even
y'all,
see it.
y'all want any more of this?
No, I'm
Y'all
good.
good? Y'all good?
I didn't even see.
Nah, bro.
I said-
Shit. Don't
You take a sip.
Just watch that shit when it comes out.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck?
For free. Check that shit out there. That shit,
Did
bro,
you watch Batman?
Yeah, I watched that.
Did you like it?
See, Batman my favorite superhero, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. I gave that movie.
Man, I'm tired of y'all and these Batman's y'all favorite superhero.
I gave that shit. When I first seen it, I gave it a 7.
You watched it twice.
Yeah, I watched that shit like 4 times.
The new one.
Yeah.
So you watched 8 hours of Batman? It has to be good. That's like 12 hours.
Nah, I
It's a
told you
3-hour
I
movie.
like dissect shit. I'm really like about to make films and shit, so I really watch this shit just to see what I like and don't like from it. I like the shit the most because the shit felt like it was made in the 90s. Like it felt like it was made in the 90s, but it wasn't in the 90s type shit.
Right before we go back to that,
Go ahead.
which one's better, The Dark Knight or one right after that with Bane?
The Dark Knight. Well, hold on.
Think about it.
Hold on.
She made me think about it. And she
I
changed my
personally,
mind.
let's be
Because
honest.
Did you like The Dark Knight because of his performance?
No, it's
or
because of
how good
Joker.
The movie was?
It was
Yeah,
because of Joker.
that's what I was
I
gonna say.
personally like the Bane one. That nigga had the cops
better movie.
locked up. Yeah, hell yeah, nigga.
Okay, that's
I
what
mean,
I said, too.
it's hard to outshine that though because that nigga Heath Ledger.
He died behind his role. Like that's the
Man.
only reason he died. He
And-
went
and-
crazy and
That
real
nigga's a
life, too.
battle
Why
rap
she made
boy.
me change my mind is, like you just said, he died behind the role. People love him, love that movie because of that role. And now you have to follow that up and be a villain, and you
Still hold it down, yeah.
As Bane.
Bane was cold as fuck, nigga.
Oh,
That nigga, bro, how he talked.
He
Perhaps he's wondering why you was shooting that. Like, nigga, that nigga's voice was. Y'all know that's Tom Hardy, right?
Yeah,
That
that
nigga-
nigga plays Venom.
Yeah, literally. Like, I didn't even. Nigga, a lot of people don't even know that
I
shit.
think it's so good, but I didn't start thinking it was so good till I recently rewatched it. Like, damn, this is way better. I thought The Dark Knight was my favorite, but I'm like, I really like the Joker. That's like that's my favorite villain performance. But this is probably like one of my favorite superhero movies, like from beginning to end. It's thrilling. There's twists. You'll cry. Maybe I laughed. I don't know.
No,
but,
facts.
so it was cool.
Oh, facts.
Was the Batman, the new one, good?
When I first seen it, I gave it a 6 out of 10. I saw shit in the movie theater. Shit was just mad. It was just mad dark. But then I watched it again. I was like, I get that shit like a 7. So I mean, I think that's good.
Was it less action, more story?
It was more detective shit than anything, bro. It was literally like, that's the only one where he was.
Isn't the villain the Riddler though?
Yeah. So like, this is like, cause Batman's like supposed to be like a detective type shit. Like, so like this is the. They focused on that detective shit a lot.
I seen something that said they play with the fact of more of is he a superhero? Is he a villain? What is he?
Oh hell yeah! Okay. Them niggas was scared shitless of that. Like how like that. You saw the intro. How them niggas they look in the dark and them niggas like no man. Like
because I feel like in real life if that was going on, what the fuck nigga? You got your own car, your own suit, doing shit, killing
Is he a
people.
good Batman?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah. I don't think he's bad. He ain't. It's hard. Christian Bale is cold Batman, bro. We like Christian Bale, but I think Duke could be good. They're making a second one, so they got to make at least 4 of them shits.
I forget what.
You can't just make 2 and just
Twilight, right? Or
yeah, that's where he from. Yeah, he like really from.
But Twilight are terrible movies, though.
It's an
awesome storyline, but if you go rewatch it now as an adult, it's terrible.
I like the books better.
It's terrible.
Some people always say the book. I've always heard that. They say that shit about Harry Potter. They say the books is better.
About every movie.
Yeah, the books is better. I'm like, man,
no,
hell
but
no.
the Twilight books are really better
They're
than
not lying.
For real.
I've seen a couple movies where I've read the book before I've seen the movie, and the book is just obviously more detailed.
Right.
It's longer. You got 3 hours to
like
put
Gone,
all this into
Damn,
like
y'all watch
Gone
Game of
Girl?
Thrones? Y'all never got into that?
Oh, I watched
actually
it.
I did.
I watched it.
Like the first couple
I
seasons.
said I never would.
I couldn't make it past episode 1. It was just so slow. I said, please. I'm watching this for all the killing and wars that they say
It's
is
very
going on.
no,
It's like
that first episode slow, but I ain't gonna lie, I watched that shit like last year. I probably watched that shit like 2 times now. That shit is wild.
No, it is.
That show was wild. Like nigga, it's like same shit today. Like just different. You know what I mean? Different eras. Like it's the shit's like humans is always
yeah. I was gonna say I
destructive
feel like,
motherfuckers, bro. No
I
matter
feel like
what.
most TV shows or entertainment in general is letting people know what's going on in the world, but just not really, because you only can talk about what you know and what you live, and these people live at a higher stature and know more, and these are really cool stories. Like even like with space movies and superhero shit, like I don't think that shit's fake. Like the shit Iron Man was building, I'm sure there has to be armies out here with Iron Man suits or some shit.
You know, nigga, they got stealth ships. They got stealth motherfucking jets. Like now, like man, they got all this shit.
Last year there was a whole bunch of real articles from like NBC, ABC, these big news platforms.
Aliens.
UFOs,
Yep, aliens, and nobody cared. Nobody said nothing because it was doing with COVID. I said that shit like, wow, they admitting to aliens being here and nobody cares.
One time about this, like she believes all the technology in the world has already been built. They just give it to us. So, like
I've been said that, bro.
But
can't evolve any more than where we at. We just don't have it yet. But all the technology has been built already.
because it's been here before. It came. I feel like it came from somewhere else, right? And it was given to us. Like even Steve Jobs said, the versions of iPhones we have now is the same shit Steve Jobs created back in whenever the fuck when, but he knew people wouldn't know what the fuck to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why there's a new iPhone every single year. It's not because they're coming up with something new so fast, because we already have it. Y'all, we just aren't evolved enough to understand it and be able to work it.
I don't think we ever will. I feel like, cause like even like because you said when you bring up that goes deeper into just the whole early civilization of what we don't even know. Like how y'all feel about Egypt and like do y'all get into that type of shit? Like how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all believe in the Anunnakis?
I got the sign on my shirt.
I do. So like even to like how people would shape their heads and stuff, there had to be something here that was different, like from how they would wear their chains. Like where did we learn about stars and space from? Where did these people learn this stuff from? Even from how Africans used to wear the bands around their head to shape their head in these oblong shapes. Like who are you trying to imitate? And then you have to think of what is a God? What made people start believing in God? You had to see something that was more than a being to you. So I believe it.
Facts. Even like people don't even know. Like Stan Lee, he got the idea of superheroes from old African scholars.
If you
the niggas don't even.
When I asked him about whether the
I'll go
world
even
would
deeper.
end, if you watched, I was watching like an hour thing explaining the whole Marvel timeline from like the beginning of the universe type shit. And it's about how the Big Bang, and then there's these ancestors in Earth and people protecting Earth and giving them technology. And I think that's really what happened here. So
No, that shit, like, no, I agree for sure. And even go deeper, bro. Look at Malcolm Professor X and Magneto. Who they remind you of?
Malcolm and Martin Luther King.
I told niggas that niggas like, damn, like, bro, Spice.
Damn, I never thought about
Think
that.
about that shit, bro.
I feel like that is very like in your fucking face.
It's
both
in-
want
I
the
never
same
thought
thing,
about
but
that.
That's
they
what it
go
be.
into
People don't think about it because they like, it's a white dude that
different
made this.
So much fun.
Think about it, bro.
Like they fighting about
Magneto's on some Malcolm X time. Like, no,
Like,
fuck that,
this.
Charles. We gonna kill all these niggas. They gonna get us, Charles. No, we need them. We need like all that shit.
Damn,
So
I
it's
never
like,
thought about that.
What side of that kind of battle are you on? Like, fuck them, it's just us. Or let's learn to integrate.
nah, man.
and
We
be at peace.
I mean, it all depends. Like, you can't be closed minded. You know what I'm saying? Like, you closed minded, you're gonna be like these white people that we talk about. And
But then you can't also force them to accept and love you when they clearly won't.
no, hold on. Let me. Yeah. No, you're not lying about that. But me, it's just one of them things where it's like, look at everything that happened in the United States. Like, if it was, there's white allies. You know what I'm saying? There's allies that help. You know what I mean? Black people type shit. So it's like, I don't know. Like that shit. It all like if you got a peer soul, like you can't just base everything about race no more in 2022. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get nowhere.
I feel like
'Cause,
humans
like-
are too into being humans and not realize that we're also mammals, that we also live in the world, and we're like, just because we're not the same as an animal, we don't work the same way, we still live off the same values that they do. Lions don't hang out with tigers, bears don't hang out with cats.
You like
Chickens don't-
segregation?
Yeah, I don't like segregation, but
But that's different, though.
I feel like it's not as negative as people make it seem. Like, I feel like there was no reason for Martin Luther King to be marching, talking about let's give up our banks, let's give up our schools, let's give up our grocery stores, let's give up our doctors so we can be in the same room as white people.
Martin Luther King was like a puppet though.
He was a puppet. He didn't know what he was doing. He thought he was doing it for the better, but I just don't think that was a reasonable thing, because if you fast forward to 2022, it's people complaining about, we don't have this, we had all of that, but we gave it up because we wanted to be accepted by these other people so bad. We could coexist without
Crackhead
having
boy.
to be.
You good?
We good.
Nah, like that shit just, I don't know, that shit varies. You know what I'm saying?
You know a crazy theory?
What's that?
Is, I read about this one time, is the reason why, like back in 1800s, 1700s or whatever, the reason why white people were so violent and so like trying to take over and shit like that was because they drank a lot of alcohol. Like, alcohol obviously was given to them, and it wasn't at a...
What year you say? You can go back further.
Well, yeah, you can go further than that.
Them niggas,
But
nah, like
but listen.
niggas didn't even drink water. They couldn't.
But it's,
yeah.
it's fetal alcohol syndrome, and that if you drink while you're pregnant, that makes you something in your brain, it changes the chemicals and it makes you more violent, and it makes you like think different. So that's why they're saying, like, in Europe and shit like that, a lot of women, they drank while they were pregnant, so
They had these crazy ass babies.
yeah, and then they were all violent, they were all trying to take over
shit.
and all other shit.
That'd be a study that the white person would never tell us. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if they knew that shit, they wouldn't even tell us
White
that.
people tell us their theories all the time. I think the Darwin theory is not about black people. They don't want to know where the fuck we came from. We don't look like monkeys. We don't have thin lips. Our hair doesn't look like monkey
Evolution-
hair. White
evolution
people look like
shit's-
that. They were trying to figure out where we came from. They know where the fuck we came from. We came when the earth came. They're trying to figure out, how did we get here? What's the difference between us and them?
Well, everybody comes from us.
I don't want to get too deep in this, but I have
Go
a
ahead.
question to ask you.
Go ahead.
Because it's an argument we be having.
Go ahead.
Okay, so boom. She believes that African Americans, we were here, like part of the native tribe, and
We were.
And I believe, well, I don't believe. I just like to argue with her.
Right.
And I think, like, okay, boom, that could be also true, right? But they said they brought a lot of Africans here from slaves, as slaves.
He touching on some shit I know. Hey, go ahead. I'm ready for this.
And
Yeah.
then, but the thing they say is we don't look like how Africans look. But when people say African, they have one image in their mind. They don't think about Somalians. They don't think about all these other different kind of Africans. What if we were one? Because Africa is a whole continent. It's not a country.
Right.
What if we were one part, like us black people? We're one part of Africa. We're just like a race of Africa. We're not South Africans that have whatever y'all assume when y'all think about Sahara. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Before you respond, when I say this, I feel like people eliminate the idea of Pangea. Before we were all these separate continents. We were one continent.
If you believe in Pangea,
we were one continent, and I feel like every person on this
Facts,
one
facts,
continent
facts.
was a person of melanin, whether you were as dark as you, as dark as me, or as light as her. You know, like you were a person of color, and then whatever happened that made the continent split. Now everywhere has all of these colored people, right? And then there was an infiltrator, wherever the fuck they came from, that came to these different countries and, you know, rapes, stole, turned into slaves, and turned, you know, Asian. Because you get Cambodian people, right, who are
People like, oh, we're going to go back to Africa. I'm like, nigga, little kids. I'm like, do you know how that story worked, nigga? They didn't take...
Right.
Niggas traded with niggas from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like, they sold niggas they didn't fuck with. Or they sold niggas from other tribes. They wasn't like they just... Why is there so many niggas in Africa still then? If white people so tough and they just went there. Second, I don't believe that they went the trips to go there. Hold on. The trip. Hold on. Let me finish. The trips that they go back and forth. It doesn't make sense, right? They say Columbus found America. He got lost and he ended up on a random island.
Did you
and he
ever
couldn't survive
what his
it.
description of the people looked like when they came
I got you. Let me get it out. So going off of all that, what we know, right? Then he goes back, right? They teach him how to survive. He goes back, right? Oh man, no. And then if you look at the whole Columbus shit, it didn't say he took slaves. It said he traded with slaves, which means them niggas probably already had niggas over there. Yeah. I feel like the Indians, I don't know when, how, I don't know exactly how it happened, but it was it could have been 100 years, 200 years ago before, you know what I mean, they got slaughtered. But at a certain point in time, the Cherokee, that little Cherokee culture, they had the most, they were black slave owners in America, nigga. Like, them niggas was black owning slaves. That's why it's like, yo, a lot of this shit don't make sense a little bit, but I'm not going to just be like, because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest thing I get from them wanting that to be true is, what does that mean? Oh,
this is our land.
Black niggas wasn't traveling. Black niggas wasn't traveling until white man showed them how to travel. Black people weren't designing ships until the white man showed them. Control. Yeah, and also on top of that, where are these slave ships? There's where are these slave ships?
And
they finding dinosaurs, my nigga. Where are these wooden slaves? Y'all niggas found the Titanic remains.
I thought they did find them in the ocean though. Like,
there's no way that trip is possible. We could barely complete it now. They didn't.
Niggas die.
People are shitty, pissy, not eating on here. When they show pictures, what it look like, there's people piled up on tiny. So
it don't make.
He made multiple trips. They could fit a lot of people on their little shit.
That's the thing, though. That's the thing where it varies, because like one thing I do believe, they did take 2.5 million Africans, but I don't think they came to America. I think them niggas went to Europe. Because it's more black. You know how many black people there is in Europe?
Yeah,
it's a lot.
I believe in the middle of both. I believe what you both are saying is true, but I also believe that why can't black Americans, that's not a real term, can be some part of Africa? Because I just don't.
I don't think everybody is. I think some people are.
I don't think everybody is either. I just think people's perception of Africa, when you say African,
I'm not African. Yeah.
Mind goes to one picture.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. We could be an African that niggas never seen before. We could be our own Africans type shit. I see what you're saying.
Because when you're talking about Christopher Columbus, when he comes here and he describes the people, he's describing people with golden brown skin and kinky hair. When you go, what's the Indians? When their logo used to be a little black boy with nappy hair. When you start thinking about,
just look at some of them pictures from like the early 1800s. Like
black
them niggas
people.
look
If
black.
you look at
they were PODs. They was prisoners of war.
The statues in
they raped
China,
them and made them. You know?
They have Bantu knots in their hair. What Asian person you know who can put Bantu knots in their hair? What person you know in Mexico who has a wide ass nose like that? Like none of that shit makes sense. I don't think that every person is an African, but I also think every person, just because I'm melanated, doesn't mean that I'm an African. It just means I'm a person of melanin.
I hear what he's saying though, because he's like basically we don't know shit about where we from. Like what if we just was from there, but like we not Nigerian or like we're just I kind of can see what he's saying.
I get what he's saying
because even me, like I agree with you. I always said I was like, bro, look, I was like, look, bro, if the story is that all black people they took us all and then they just made us slaves and they just raped us and all this shit and they just kept on reproducing, wouldn't it be way more light skinned niggas in America?
It would.
I'm just saying. I don't want to sound ignorant, but I'm just saying like.
And look back and like because I've done my ancestry.
There's not a single slave in my family. We have family reunions every year. I can go to my great grandma and not
too, though. There's black people that weren't slaves too.
There's
that's
a person who will tell you I'm not a slave.
But
like, we could have tracks like I was an Indian, I was this. Like there's not a single
ancestry
slave in my family.
All that means to me is where your origin, where most of your DNA originated from. That don't mean that's where your like you know what I'm like.
I'm just asking questions.
No, you good. No, you good. You good. You good. You good. You good?
I'm not even part of the.
Oh yeah. Y'all
crazy.
niggas rebelled. Y'all the
I
know my head. Yeah, the Haitians is the ones that was like no. Jamaicans
like
too. That's why I don't play that gay. That was it. Bunk breaking. That shit was different. That was I don't fuck with that gay shit. Let me ask you a question about the bunk breaking. The buck breaking. That shit they was doing in Jamaica. When the slave masters first try to arrive there, they'll get the biggest slave, and these niggas will rape them niggas in front of everybody. That's why it's like, I'm sure, but that started, but it was in Jamaica, the first practice, because they was like, after that, they rebelled against them niggas, and they was like,
every Jamaican I met
they don't. Why do y'all think they don't play that gay shit at all? There's like no tolerance, like ain't no understanding it, nigga. No, like it's wild. To answer your question, bro, about white people. I think somebody came here a long time ago. Some aliens, you know what I'm saying? I heard that monkey shit before.
I think it's a monkey shit. Like,
hold on, let me finish. I was getting you that. So
passionately.
I think the aliens came down here and they had sex with humans, and then something happened and like the white people was born. Why can't these niggas like survive in the sun and shit? Like niggas
there's no way.
and I don't want to say it because I know some black people that, you know what I mean, they can't survive in the sun too. But like as a whole,
what black person you know that the sun they can't survive in the sun?
Trust me, I said this shit and like the nigga was like, no, you know what you're talking about. So he was one nigga. This nigga, Aaron Allen, nigga, that's the nigga name, nigga. This nigga was trying to, yeah, I get suntan. I'm like, all right, whatever. But like, long story short, white people, they can't naturally survive in like sun. Why do they have to go to the cold to survive? It's weird, bro. It's like,
and there's no way that y'all built the pyramids. You can't survive in suns. Like the nigga Andrew Schultz, you say you don't like. He said he went to Egypt to like just.
And then the nigga said what you say you don't like.
He said he was out there in the sun for so long he started to have boils and shit on his back. So you mean to tell me you was out there building bricks?
Yeah, y'all niggas weren't supposed to be here.
Like,
I don't know.
Okay, so another theory is, pretty much like my grandpa told me this. Like, pretty much the reason why Europeans were so advanced and shit is because they didn't have to worry about survival and shit like that. Like where they lived, they had all the resources that they needed, and they also it wasn't super hot, it wasn't super cold.
Until the Black Plague hit. Them niggas needed the niggas for help with that. How do you do this? Like, yeah. Them niggas won't even wash their fucking hands. Like,
they learned medicine from us. All antibiotics, all that shit. They learned it from us. Like originally.
They weren't even dating women, but there's just so many stuff. Like in Europe, they like their guys used to be black women until they turned it into white men. So it's like, I don't know.
So wait, what do y'all think about white? All right, you tell me how you feel. Red, how you feel about white people? How you think they was here? How you think white people became a thing?
We shouldn't talk about them like that.
I'm also half white, by the way.
My granny is also white.
Hey, that's fucked up. White people. We talking about back then. We talking about back then.
We ain't talking. Yeah.
I honestly don't have I don't have enough facts. I don't have enough research to give you an honest answer. I don't even have a real opinion how they came here. I just think they're normal humans just like us. Even like y'all don't believe the same thing. I just think they were just fucking white and we're fucking black. I don't know how that shit happened. And they did some bogus shit to us, and they still doing bogus shit to us to this day. Systematically, but that's a whole different story.
Sometimes,
but I don't really have I don't know. I think we're all human at the end of the day.
We are though. Honestly, right there we are.
I just think for some reason, somewhere, somehow, they seen people who were darker than them and just felt superior and felt like
they feared what they didn't understand.
Yeah, and they took control of us. I think. Do you watch the Marvel shit? You seen the Thanos shit?
Yeah.
You know how he had a line where he was like, it was when he came back after they killed him, blah blah. The second part, he was like, okay, cool. Well, since y'all niggas came back on some bullshit, I know now I have to just wipe
everybody out of
and rebuild. I feel like it's
in game
like that where they came somewhere, they seen black people doing magical things that they couldn't fathom. Like, we're gods. We're not humans. I mean, we are humans, but we know we have more ability than this. And I think they seen us doing crazy shit that they never seen.
Get Out.
People doing, huh?
Get Out. Isn't it Get Out where they like try to get into black people's bodies?
Yeah, that movie wild.
They was doing crazy shit that they never seen. And then they was like, oh wow, how do you do this? Blah blah. And they learned from us. Then they wiped us out. And then with the new generation of blacks, told us, this is evil. This is the devil. Don't worship this. Don't do this. Don't do this. This is bad. You should just follow our God and our whiteness. And Jesus is white and all this other shit.
Yeah.
While low key, they're back there doing all the things they learned from us. That's what I feel.
And part of it is so like
That's
I
a
believe
good theory
in what
though.
I'm
To be
saying.
honest, like nigga, they learn. Yeah,
But I also think they're needed too, because I believe in like yin and yang. Like there has to be a negative and a positive, a white and a black. Like you know, like it has to be balanced out.
Does it have to be though?
It has to be.
It has to be a negative and a positive.
It has to be. There has to be. There has to be good
According to
and bad.
who?
And
Nah, just
bad.
playing.
I'm just saying. I feel
I'm
like
talking
there
shit.
has to be a good and a bad, and then in the middle. If there's not, it's gonna be unbalanced. If everything in the world was good, people would be bored. If everything in the world was bad, people would be dead.
I mean,
so
it's
you
just
need to have a middle, because sometimes things that are bad can project you to something that is good. Like we were just having a conversation about yesterday about like manipulation. You can manipulate somebody, but you don't have ill intent. It's probably like an ill action, but. You know, like the example I use, like, is I could be like, I could know she not want to go out because she's my friend. I can know things. I can say, like, bitch, come on, let's
Yo,
go.
this nigga that you trying to get at, he gonna be there.
He gonna be there, bitch.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that shit go
You
in.
know, like,
Facts,
it's
yeah.
not ill intent, but it's still manipulation. Once you say that word, like, oh, fuck, manipulation.
I think a lot of shit that they learned from us, they just redid it in their way to sell us back to us, like cell phones. I believe that if we were at a higher elevation of ourselves, we could talk to each other.
Niggas said the Anunnakis had airports, nigga.
And we could do certain things that we don't
wild.
need these devices to do, but they want to control us. So they took the knowledge learned from us, put it in this, resell it back to us so that we need them. And I just feel like that's what they do.
It's a possibility, man. It's really a lot. Like, it's really ain't no right or wrong answer. That's why it's like I'm cool that we just having a
Yeah,
we're having a conversation. Like I had some people up here. I can't. You know what I mean? Like these niggas. No. And I'm like, all right, bro. nigga, you wrong now. That's why it's like you said I'm wrong, nigga. Now you wrong. Like, yeah, I hate that shit with people. It's like, man, like even like I was talking to somebody. We were talking about did y'all see the trans woman in the swimming shit? That like one.
Is it about a trans woman winning,
Yeah.
being the champion in a woman's sport?
Yeah, you saw that shit.
Didn't see it, but that's crazy.
So
It
yeah,
doesn't
so
count. You're
basically,
not a woman.
so basically, this dude was like he was a male swimmer, the year before, not 2 years, the year before. He was ranked like 425 among all the D1 men. He transitioned fully, and smashed all them bitches in a race.
That's not fair.
That-
there
that's
should be
only-
a transgender league. There should be a league for transgenders, a league for women, a league
That's
for men. Because
have
you
you-
have, you
it's-
don't have the
it's not as many-
testosterone and
I agree.
less endurance as a woman.
If it-
So now you already have an advantage.
Have you ever seen the Dave Chappelle stand-up little quote where he was like, everybody wants equality, that's all cool and all, but if LeBron James wanted to be a transgender...
Bro, he's dropping like
went
we say
to the
70.
WWE,
Yeah,
went to
bro,
the
like
everybody would have a fucking uproar.
yeah, man.
He shouldn't. No one should be able to do that. No one should be able to
And
do
that's
that.
why it's separated. If you were good enough to play with the NBA, you'll be playing with the NBA, but you're not. So you're in the women's WNBA. If the nigga was playing with you, we'll fuck y'all up. So stay in y'all lane. It's cool
Was
to
it?
be what you want to be and all that good
It happened to
stuff,
MMA. It happened to MMA too.
Yeah.
What's her
fucking
name? Ronda
lame.
Rousey. Didn't she get her ass beat by a transgender?
No.
woman?
Ronda Rousey got her ass whooped by Holly Holm and Amanda Nunes.
Oh,
Them bitches
I
whooped
don't
her.
know
Oh,
about
you
that.
talking? I feel like you talking about Amanda, the
was a-
Mexican
it was a
chick.
trans-
No, there was. I'm thinking.
It was
I'm talking
two.
about something where there was a fight with a woman. and
You
a
talking about this
transgender,
bitch
and
named
it
Cyborg?
was-
I think that bitch name was Cyborg.
And she
It wasn't
beat
UFC. It was
her.
MMA.
Yeah, and she beat her ass.
She fought a girl.
Lumps, black eye, busted.
Who won, the transgender?
Duh.
Oh.
She fought a girl, right? She fought a girl. She whooped the girl. The girl said that she didn't know that she was technically born a man. So she didn't disclose that either. So she fought another girl. The girl knew she was a man. She looked, of course, she beat the shit out of her. Then after that, everybody in the league was like, nah, we don't want to fight this bitch. We don't want to fight this nigga bitch.
Nothing happened to her. She got her little trophy. It's all good.
Nah, I mean, it was like MMA. So it wasn't like UFC. Like basically, like no one's gonna fight her. You can't make
But I'm
me.
saying, like, it wasn't like a problem that the transgender person beat up this girl. Like everybody was cool with it. They were fine. She
Nah,
got
the
her
trainers and shit
W.
was mad. People was mad and shit because the first girl, she didn't know type shit. The second
right.
girl knew. She had knowledge like,
Right.
nigga, you're a nigga. You know what I mean? They told her like,
still
hey,
lost?
if you want to fight her, hell yeah. She beat the, yeah. That nigga.
I think after a while though that your testosterone does go down because you are taking estrogen pills. You are doing everything
Aren't
you
you not
can.
supposed to do that? Like, aren't you not, like, let's say a woman, she came in and she was trying to transition to be a man, and then she took testosterone and shit. You can't take that. You can't take certain shit.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I want to actually have a transgender person on here to kind of talk. Oh, a cool one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be trying to, don't do that
Don't
shit.
fight me,
Yeah,
man.
don't fight me, man. No, let me stop.
It's hard to have those conversations with people because it's all so confusing. Like the conversation.
I would
about
take a different approach.
where
So I
they
feel
be
like I would.
men have periods
when people say that shit, I don't.
Men, they don't.
Yeah.
They're talking about men who want to be. They're talking about women who want to be men that still bleed.
I ain't that-
Because you were born a woman, you have a uterus, not because you're a man who bleeds. Because someone who has a penis.
Listen, man.
That's not a man. You are a woman.
Let the women be the women, man. I'm just.
They said they're going to be able to implant uteruses into.
That's
What?
Crazy. Why wouldn't you help the women who can't have kids naturally before you help a man to birth the baby? That's fucking
Bro,
crazy.
what?
And they were coming at cisgender people are like us females, and they was like, y'all cisgender people are gonna be so mad when we can have babies and da da da. It's like, what? We supported you the whole time.
They're saying shit like.
Yes.
Dog, that shit. See, that's why it's like. And then my thing is, when they say shit like that, you can't say nothing back because then they hit you with like some hate shit.
Yeah, man,
That's
now
why
you
it's
hating on
now
them.
you hating on just because I
LGBT
don't.
community's like the fucking cartel. I can't say shit. to
Nah,
them.
you ain't lying, man. Like,
I'm sorry for even saying that right now.
I'm gonna
Please.
keep it a buck. Like, man, that shit is. I don't know. It's like you
I
can't.
don't know. It's getting crazy out here. That's all.
Yeah, that's all I know. It's getting mad crazy. I don't want no
And
parts of
damn.
that shit.
I feel like
You
it's
got
very
kids?
forced.
Nah,
I
nope.
ain't got kids. They got kids. When it gets to y'all kids, it's gonna be a whole
It's because
nother.
I don't
Show
have
and
a
tell
problem-
gonna be different,
I don't have a problem with homosexuality. I don't have a problem with you wanting to be a woman. I just feel like the same way I feel like it's weird that black people can't demand equality in the
They
same
can.
way.
Shit's
No,
wild.
we can, but it's not accepted. Like Black Lives Matter rallying. This is we're like
Black Lives
terrorists.
Matters. Black Lives Matter with some white shit. Like, yeah, like fuck all that black. Like, yeah, that was some.
Think about them buying mansions and shit.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yeah, fuck black.
But
Like,
what's
yeah.
crazy about that to me is like, because I watch a lot of comments, so I keep referencing it. A lot of comedians be like, okay, cool, we can talk about this, we can talk about this, we can talk about this. Y'all want to be equal, but we can't talk about y'all. That's not even equality right there in its own. So it's like,
You just brought up something else I wanted to ask.
shut the fuck up.
Y'all see
Enjoy yourselves, man.
how y'all feel about T.I. doing stand up and him cussing at the girl when the girl was roasting him about his sexual shit? I'll be honest, I thought that was some pussy shit to me.
For him,
For him. You a comedian now, nigga.
yeah, if
you
you
are a
like it-
comedian now. Everything that happens to you public knowledge,
So-
I'm gonna talk about.
I seen it, and I ain't see like the full thing, so I don't know the full story, but just based off that, if you a comedian, nigga, don't get mad. Tell some jokes back. Talk about how the fuck
Roast
she
her.
looks.
I would have roasted the shit
Yeah,
out of this
talk about her
bitch.
shoes.
Man, look
Just
at you,
roast her.
man. You talking about my sex
You
thing?
roasted
Like,
me, I'm
you probably wish
roasting
we
you
got,
back.
you probably wish we got you or something. Like,
Yeah.
well, I wouldn't say that.
Roast her
I don't
back.
know.
But you're not
I would
Stop being
say.
so sensitive. Why is everybody so fucking sensitive about
I
everything?
don't think it's really a sensitivity. I just think it's because sometimes stuff is real things. So there's things about myself that I'll joke about.
But you're
play
not a,
about,
but you're not a
exaggerate.
comedian though.
You don't know what I am.
You a Facebook comedian. I give you that.
I'm not.
Yeah, you is. Girl, I be seeing your post. Your ass is wild. I be like, well, how the fuck she come up with this shit? I be asking like, how the fuck did she think that? Like, what?
But the thing is there's certain shit that's actually personal. So me and my wife being deemed rapists, that's not a fucking joke. When we're still like we're not found innocent yet, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still,
Bitch,
nigga, I'm innocent, nigga.
This is evidence in court. Like, you know, they're gonna bring that up. She thought so. These people, like, you know, like I could see the offense in it, but if you want to be a comedian, like, I don't think that's fair to fault comedians
Okay,
for
yeah.
making jokes.
You
Yeah.
can't come up stage and want to be like you're already T.I. So besides the comedian part, you can't be a public person and can't take shit like that. That's gonna
have
come
thicker
from
skin.
anywhere, everywhere, all the time. People don't know you. They just know you're T.I. They're gonna say crazy shit to you all the time. You can't get mashed like that.
Look
You
at
can't
the
react the way
internet.
you act.
People
Like,
say crazy shit.
Man, internet's wild.
the internet is crazy.
That's what I said.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When I saw that nigga get up there, I was like, so this nigga was sitting around with his homies all winter, and they was like, yeah, bro, you need to do stand up. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, man.
Niggas be getting rich. He's been rapping for a long time. You get money. A nigga started a podcast. I want to do comedy. Let me try some shit.
His podcast is booty. It's a lot of booty podcasts from like artists. Oh yeah, I lied. I didn't say Drink Champs, did I? Drink Champs definitely. I don't think I said Drink
No,
Champs.
they're cool. They're cool. Well, they eat a lot. Whatever.
So that's how
But they're
Paul
cool.
$1 worth of game in
Before
Drink Champs.
they
It's like
the revolt deal.
it's like once you get past the dick eating that both of these podcasts do, it's cool content.
Facts.
It's having
That
cool
dude be done at dick
But
eating.
it's like I'm so uncomfortable.
Do you watch Hot Wings?
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, the white boy, Sean, what's his nigga name?
Yeah.
Sean. What the fuck is his name? Yeah, Sean. Son, yeah, I ain't talking about. Yeah.
He does the dick eating in a normal, cool,
White boy way.
like you know, them niggas over there like Drink Champs and all. They just, it's just,
No, he does too much.
they just eat too much dick. Like this, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like,
I just got off a plane that everybody clap your hands.
Yeah.
it's like
And then Nori be cutting people. He be cutting like the artists off while they're explaining the story, and then they'll never come back to the story. I'll be like, bro, I wanted to hear that.
Lil Wayne, though. That's like one of my like favorite Lil Wayne interviews.
Lil Wayne, when he was on there. They got some good ones on there, man. So like, let me ask y'all this, man. What is y'all goal for the Boygirl podcast for this year and like, 5 years from now, but really from this year? Cause y'all doing something, you know what I mean? We gonna have to collab on some shit, man. I see y'all make skits, you know what I mean? I do my film shit, so I'm gonna hit y'all up. You said for what?
For loons. We smoke the fuck out of loons.
Oh, yeah,
Out of Minnesota.
Oh, word.
Fuck out them bitches on the podcast.
What is it?
It's a vape.
Oh, it's vape?
But it's from Minnesota. Like, they're only sold here.
I'll be honest, I only smoke weed. What the fuck is a vape?
Don't smoke vapes.
Is it like cigarettes?
It's
Electronic
nicotine.
cigarette.
You smoke squares? Oh, okay.
It's not cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
It's a portable.
Oh, okay. I got you. Say no more. Yeah, I think that nigga Just Jimmy brought one of them shits in here. Facts.
But you can't stop.
I don't know. We just want to grow our podcast, man. We just want to find our place in the podcast game, find our niche, find our audience, and just grow from there.
Yeah, that's kind of like even like when you asked me that earlier. That's kind of like I'm just trying to build the brand, make it bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like
podcasting is hot. It's the wave. Everybody wants to make a podcast. Everybody wants to do this.
And everybody
It's not
can't
easy.
do it.
Yeah, they.
Consistent. Not everybody has good content.
I'm like personality. They can't.
I
Yeah.
said this all the time that when I was like doing like little seminars and learn like what I'm doing, they always said like there's over 1 million podcasts in the world, but like over 20% of them don't do more than like 7 or 8 episodes, and that's true.
That's wild.
But it's true, like even for myself.
How long? Episode what?
This is
50.
episode 50.
50, but it's
And I
been
think
2
I've
years.
only
We
been
had a
here
lot
for
of
like
mishaps.
15
Y'all good, bro. I stopped for like nigga. I started in 2018, bro. I did 2 episodes, didn't do shit, bro. Like literally, bro. I swear to God, like y'all niggas is good.
We
Like,
had a lot of mechanical, like
Yeah, my
problems,
laptop,
yeah.
bro.
and then we was talking about even you say like with the whole guest thing, you trying to get some space anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like shit like that matters, bro. Like you know what I mean? Niggas is.
So I feel like we're on a good, low, consistent run right now where we're just.
What made you feel like podcasting is working for you? Because I feel like I had this moment with this podcast like last weekend or something when we went somewhere and people was like, oh, y'all do this? And it was not a person. It was like people, multiple people. We went to multiple places and multiple people are saying the same thing. I'm like, damn, y'all be saying y'all time?
I mean, you know what I mean? Just same shit, you know what I mean? Just people, you know what I mean? As people, we supposed to put confidence in each other. That's our job. Like, who the fuck is, what the fuck is confidence without nobody? You know what I'm saying? You're going to be, oh, you look good, nobody to look good for. So people kind of, you know what I mean, it's their job to install shit. So, like, when people, you know what I mean, tell you they like the shit you doing, the dope shit, they fuck with it, yeah, that shit do, like, all right, word.
I'm saying, like, what was your moment?
That's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
remember it? Like,
it's not like a specific moment because, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I was supposed to been do this podcast shit years ago. You know what I mean? I was supposed to do this shit, like, right when I got back from college from playing ball. So it wasn't like I waited. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, oh, you need to do stand-up comedy. I'm like, I ain't doing no stand-up comedy. Nigga, I could roast a nigga, but stand-up comedy, y'all niggas know how hard that shit is.
I want to try
Did
it.
DC Young Fly change your mind?
Huh?
Did DC Young Fly change your mind?
Why you say that?
Because that he is a ghetto comedian. He's the nigga who in high school, the nigga from your block. the
He
nigga
cool.
from
DC Fly Young cool.
He's not Dave Chappelle funny. He's not like.
But Dave Chappelle's funny, but he's very
But-
articulate and very smart.
Yeah,
The
and
way
like
he
even
constructs his jokes is way different than other
But I
people.
feel like that's what a real comedian is. It's the art of storytelling. It's the art of educating in the form of making someone laugh. Like most comedians who are like renowned and thought as like top comedians, they're telling a story, they're creating a thought, and maybe changing your thought or proving a point. And
Move
there's
up.
other comedians who are just funny.
But the other thing I was saying is, the way it is now, there's different kind of comedians. What she's talking about is a stand-up comedian.
yeah, exactly.
Now there's like
Social media
really
comedians.
Instagram comedian. I look at Will Ferrell or like Jim Carrey. We don't look at them as comedians. We look at them as actors, but they're like actor comedians. They're
Jim
like
Carrey comedian.
This is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Facts,
Will Ferrell's
facts.
a comedian. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're a movie, but they're also comedians. Not
Facts.
stand-up comedians.
They like surpassed what they originally were type shit.
And I feel
Like Drake ain't a rapper, the nigga
there's a
superstar type
space
shit.
for
Corny
podcast
superstar ass nigga.
comedians where you can be a comedian doing a podcast. You don't have to be a stand-up comedian. There's different ways to be that with different kind of avenues.
That's a fact. I mean, yeah, but no, to answer your question directly, yeah, I don't remember specifically, but maybe I do. No, I can't remember off the top of my head, but clearly it was definitely somebody. You know what I mean? A lot of people just fucking with me, telling me they fuck with this shit.
Yeah, there gotta be moments when you're like doing this shit, and like.
And then just, I mean, when you see the work, like last year I only had 500 subscribers. You know what I mean? I just got 1,000 like 3 days ago. Just drop it consistently. I drop it consistently type shit. I was talking to Cam Bitter, drop it consistently using a certain hashtags on YouTube. YouTube algorithm is nothing like Facebook algorithm or like Instagram algorithm. It's different. Like you will literally catch a stranger if you put the right title. Yeah. You don't gotta do none of that shit. You can put the right title. 1 million niggas will see you. Like look at y'all saw the episode I did with Raina from Below the Deck. Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, she did.
You watched the show, right? Yeah. So. I did that. We did that joint, right? Yeah, yep. I got here, I'm gonna stop. You can stop that real quick, bro. We gonna wrap up, man. Doing it for the fame, of course. You know what I'm saying? But if it comes, hey, you know what I mean? If the money come, you know what I mean? Fuck it, you know what I mean?
My goal isn't to be famous. I just want to be financially stable from doing what I want to do. And ideally off a podcast, and I eventually want to have my own studio that's a DIY studio. So it has all the equipment you need, but you only need yourself and the people who know what you need.
Know what you need.
And then the front, it could be a dispensary. And then like maybe I want to be like an A&R or do something with music because I really, really like music. The only thing is I can't like rap or sing or anything. But
what's y'all, because I'm pretty sure y'all like music. What was y'all, what's y'all top 3 albums of the year so far?
Oh, of
2022.
Bible, 5 Year Foreign.
I like that.
Raw.
I like Vince's Staples.
Yeah,
man.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like Vince's Staples. My
like
man's put me onto that shit.
I feel like I can't. I don't know if it's because of COVID or just myself and how I move. It's hard to differentiate because I really want to say "Call Me When You're Lost," Tyler the Creator, but I think that was last year.
It was last year.
Yeah, that. But
because didn't he just win?
I think he won a Grammy. But they gave him like a hip hop Grammy, and that's not what that is.
I didn't like the album.
It's so raw. It's so good. He's so cool. He's so cool. Like Tyler the Creator having an album fucking mixed by DJ Drama. Cool.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When Drake came out, what was that in the end of the summer? That was the last. Was it? Oh, it was last year. It was last summer. She was trying to pay. She was trying to pay for our parking tickets. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what she was.
All right, we're recording. We're recording right now, man.
I don't know. I really like that Dirk album.
Just don't look at her. Just don't look at her.
She sure did.
She want to pay who parking?
He's talking to us casually, like, yeah, I forgot to pay my meter. She's like, I'll pay for it.
Oh, for real?
Where's mine? Pay for mine too. Bitch, what the fuck?
She didn't offer nobody else.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what came out in 2020. 2022. I don't remember. But I know that Dirk album hit, and that's probably got my favorite right now. That Future album that came out yesterday was crazy. No Cap was crazy too.
Niggas said that. I ain't gonna lie. I listened to 3 songs in that Future joint. Niggas, most Future fans said that shit was ass. You fucking with it?
Yeah,
what is it called? Wait for Me or Wait for You? I like that one.
But that's the main one I saw though.
Oh, that's a Drake song. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't ass. I mean, I got what I expected. I don't know what everybody was expecting. You know, anticipation of all that other shit. I got what I wanted. It wasn't great. It wasn't ass. It wasn't like, Monster and shit like that.
Oh, hell no. He's never gonna reach that.
So to me, I feel like I can't be disappointed because it's like shit.
I think we knew when he dropped Worst Day, and then he did that shit with Kanye last week.
Yeah.
We knew it was coming. But I mean, it's cool for what it is. It's like 4 songs that I fuck with out of however many. Not that much, but I mean, I fuck with it.
I ain't fucking with Pusha T, man.
I ain't hear the album, but I fuck with it.
Yeah. He got some shit on there, man.
I like Pusha T and I appreciate his craft, but he's not somebody I'm just casually listening.
That's real. I can understand that shit. I mean, he rap about I can understand that. Like,
it's not even what he raps about, it's just how.
Nah, it's like not like what he raps about, but like how he raps about it. You know what I'm saying? Like they rap about drugs and shit, but like he rap about nothing but drugs. But he listening to him and listen to what's the nigga the East G nigga. It's not the same shit. They both
Yeah. Well, ESTG, he don't hit no more. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't like none of these niggas, bro. I don't like a lot of these niggas, bro.
Oh, did you hear what she said? I don't want to upset you, but can you repeat that one more time?
Oh yeah, I was like, I don't like Kendrick Lamar.
Why don't you like K-Dot?
He is a good rapper. It's just not for me.
What?
It's the style.
He showed me
I feel the same way.
He showed me a TikTok.
What?
I was like, this verse is so crazy because I guess the first letter of every word and every sentence was the alphabet.
He did something super crazy. That's super raw.
It's super
Yeah,
cool.
very intellectual, very raw.
Hey,
But
bro,
it's like
I'm gonna say this clip from when the album dropped. You know what I'm saying? She said she ain't fuck with you. She gonna watch.
Like, I've never besides his first album that had like Poetic Justice and shit like
Good Kid, Mad City. That's
I
classic.
like that, and then I like the song, the one with Loyalty and shit like that. I liked it. But
Damn.
It don't resonate with me the same way like the Carter 3 does, or the same way the same way those.
Carter
albums
3 is the
do.
best album of all time, in my opinion. and like Watch the Throne is somewhere in that mix.
Damn, you think Carter 3 better than Carter 2? Oh, what?
She even tried to tell me Carter
No,
4 was
Carter
better.
4, okay, so
And I wanted to
Carter 4
fight
is my
her.
Preference. It's my preference.
I like the Carter 4 though. I ain't gonna lie.
amazing.
I like
Carter
Carter 4,
3.
but it's not better than
My
yeah.
preference, but if you like want to compare everything, the Carter 3 is probably better. But my personal preference of what I like today,
I respect that.
what I want to play more of is probably like Nightmares at the Bottom is always in my.
I hear that. I hear that. I hear that.
Do you remember where you were when it came out?
Yeah.
I was
I
in
was
8th
literally
grade
out-
in
yeah.
computer class. I
That was
everything.
that was my freshman year. That was my freshman or sophomore year when Carter 3 came out. Facts,
That was
because
the whole
yeah, I
era.
think it was my sophomore year. It was homecoming because they was playing that shit with him. With that shit. Hit the money, hey. The shit with him and T-Pain. That song that was playing all over when they was robbing.
money,
Getting money, getting money, yeah. That shit. That's playing that shit all over.
Like Lil Wayne doesn't get enough appreciation for what he is and what he's.
No. I feel like Lil Wayne gets all the love he gets.
Yeah, he does.
I feel like
Yeah,
Lil
he does.
Wayne. I feel like
We
Lil Wayne
just listened
has a
to-
drug problem and he mad because Birdman fucked him over.
Yeah.
I feel like he's
Yeah.
in a vulnerable state.
just
We
watched-
love Lil Wayne.
We just listened to No Cap try to recreate a whole Lil Wayne song. How much they love him. Every artist has a song dedicated to Wayne. They love that nigga. We love
I
that
don't
nigga.
feel like he gets enough from like when people. I feel like he doesn't come up enough in the greatest rapper of all
He
time.
does.
I feel like
Who are these
people
niggas?
Try to combat it and be like, well, no, he just does.
The
this,
reason
or
he
just does that.
he does, but the reason he doesn't as much as he should.
You're not
is
consistent.
No, it's his later part of his career.
Yeah, what are you
He didn't
doing now?
Transition into a Jay-Z. He signed Drake and Nicki Minaj the same way Jay-Z got Rihanna and Drake. I mean Rihanna and Kanye West. So his transition to a mogul.
And Tiger wasn't.
didn't
Tiger has
happen.
hits. Like niggas going like,
Tiger has
bro.
a hit.
When niggas say that shit about Tiger, I'm like, y'all niggas gonna act like Tiger has hits, my
I don't
nigga.
even know
Like,
that song, but I hear it everywhere. What's that?
you know what's the funniest shit, bro? When Joe Budden was talking about it on the podcast, he was roasting the beat, and the nigga was like, he said what you say, y'all know the song, then the nigga just started doing the
I think his transitioning was just bad. That's all. He was supposed to be on a Jay-Z level, on a P Diddy level. But
That money,
he just
man.
didn't
That money
transition
fucked
that
him
way.
up. Oh yeah, that brings up another thing, man. I saw you say some wild shit. Like Jay-Z will fuck Wayne up in the verses. I remember you said that. No, you said
you
you
did.
said Wayne would get fucked up by Jay-Z. I swear to God, you
Oh,
said
no,
that.
she wouldn't have said that.
Was it? No, you said Wayne. I thought you said Wayne would lose. No, you said Wayne would beat Jay-Z. I think, right? Yeah, you bugging. Yeah, you bugging. I just got to say
Okay,
that.
and you know what's
Okay,
funny?
so
The same way. No, hold on. The same way.
Feeling like he'll wash him out, but realistically, he'll still win, but it won't be an easy win.
It's gonna be a tough battle, but Jay-Z is gonna win.
We did this. We sat on the phone for hours. We Googled everything. We put up our little list.
The songs y'all would pick type shit.
He's not beating Wayne. I'm so
If
sorry.
you allow mixtape song, if you allow everything,
See, that's different.
No,
They
a
don't
song is a
count.
song. A song is a song.
It's a. Let me see, nigga. I'm trying to think. Has any of them niggas used a mixtape shit in these verses?
What song's beating the Millie?
What song
What
has
song's
Lil
beating
Wayne
the Millie?
done? That's a Jay-Z verse that Jay-Z had a better verse on. What song has Lil Wayne and Jay-Z had where Jay-Z has a better verse?
What do you
song
mean?
is-
Jay-Z killed Wayne on the card on Dr. Carter.
Mr. Carter?
Mr. Carter?
Did he?
I'm gonna end this interview now.
What?
I would like to bow
Because
out.
What?
you're crazy.
Y'all didn't listen to that? Oh my God, this is
Like,
wild.
you would be like, Jay-Z went so crazy, Lil Wayne had to add a third verse. Get your dumb ass.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Get your dumb ass
The
on.
first one was enough.
Enough to be like, yeah, better. Cool. It's so many interviews where
Man,
Jay-Z
we
says that
can't
Lil
do this.
Wayne made him feel like, I got
No, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about when he did. I know what you're talking about when it was. Tell me what you got, because Lil Wayne was on a different bag. Jay-Z said he questioned his. Like, nigga, do I still got it?
Jay-Z took his wife's song and made it a better song.
Oh my God. Here
I
we
mean,
go.
upgrade
What
you?
version
What
did you
version?
listen to?
These is
Let me
mixtape.
tell you
All right,
something.
man. Oh my God.
Wayne had a moment of time where he took songs and you don't even know what the fuck the original song was.
That's a fact. That's
his
the whole.
version
That's the
was
whole no
so
ceilings.
better.
Facts. The whole no ceilings.
He's
But
not fucking with him.
I'm saying though, like, if we talking about verses, the shits I've seen on verses, them niggas is doing album. They're doing album songs, guys. Album songs. That's all I'm saying.
I seen Soulja Boy do twerk that whatever the phone like 6 times. I ain't
Soulja
fucking
Boy,
with that.
they probably told him you can't do that. He did it anyway. Like Soulja Boy don't count. He like, I'm doing it anyway, nigga. King Draco, nigga. But I mean, no. If y'all,
even have a verse on.
if it's literally, if it's mixtape verses,
It's
I'm
a-
not.
it's a
I'm not. I
verse
can't.
versus
I can't.
song
I
versus
can't. No,
song.
no, because just everybody else how they been doing it's all been album joints. Now, if it is that, That's not even no fucking.
Okay, so okay.
It's not an
Give me a song
argument.
that's gonna beat a milli.
If we do album joints, give me a song that's gonna
What
be hustler
song's beating a
music.
milli?
Give me a song that's gonna
Song?
be
Man,
hustler.
so many.
me a
No,
song
you
that's
come
gonna
on, bro. You gonna say something?
What song's beating a milli?
You can say anything. You can say DOA. You can say Somewhere in America.
DOA?
This-
Lil Wayne definitely.
It's a
Better than
mixtape.
Jay-Z's
It's a
DOA.
mixtape. It's a mixtape. Look, y'all gotta stay focused, son. Listen.
Okay, give me a song that's gonna be hustler music.
Shit. There's plenty of. I can say Falling. Y'all not Jay-Z fans, so y'all not gonna. Whatever I say, it's not gonna be the right answer. But I'm just comparing. Shit,
Honestly, I think I became a Jay-Z fan later on in life. Like
a lot of people did, bro. A lot of people did.
His older stuff. I mean, his newer stuff.
Now
Like,
more
yeah,
than his
yeah,
older
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. It's
like-
just not the same because Lil Wayne.
His verse on "Devil Is a Lie" with Rick Ross.
Oh my God, bro.
Mind-blowing.
What, nigga? Man.
I'm
So
not
I-
saying
Even-
he's a bad
even-
rapper.
even-
He don't make bad music. It's just
No, it's just your preference. You like
he's
Wayne
not
more,
Lil
and that's fine. That's
Lil
fine.
Wayne was the first rapper.
Hoes
I
the
ever
goat,
seen.
nigga. No.
Lil Wayne's
That's how
the
niggas be on
first rapper I've
Facebook.
ever
No, you
seen.
right. You right. No, we agree, disagree.
First
You
rapper
wrong,
I've ever
nigga.
seen
Like
to make every single bar of the rap a punchline. Every single bar.
Talking
was
about
a
DOA?
punchline. No, Lil Wayne's the first rapper I've ever seen do that. Where he's not just rapping. Every single bar is a punchline.
But then we got.
I've never seen that
So
before.
so look, since we doing that, now we got to talk about what have you done lately.
Did you just hear his verse on "We Set the Trends" with Jules
With
Santana?
Jules-
We talking
John?
about one verse. Are we talking about what you've been doing? Look at everything. Like look at what Wayne's
he
done.
doesn't drop bad verses. They're just not.
I think
about shit,
he's
so
Every
talking
verse
about
ain't good. Every verse
Are you
ain't
talking
good.
about musically? Or are you talking about
Music.
outside of music?
Music.
doesn't make bad
Music. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
He doesn't
Yeah,
make
I'm not.
bad
Yeah, I'm not.
verses.
That's different.
That's
Yeah,
corny
yeah,
to
yeah.
even try to. Yeah, no, music
I
only.
think that's why he don't get the respect he gets though.
Because he not doing real business savvy
Because
shit.
we all know, like Lil Wayne shouldn't be doing no club hosting right now. He shouldn't be doing, like, you know
A
what I mean?
mixtape with Rich the Kid that got
Yeah,
12,000
shit like that.
streams.
Like you're,
See, y'all helping me out. I didn't even know he made
I'm
that
just
shit.
saying he shouldn't be doing stuff like that. You've done too much in the game. You've signed two of the biggest artists in the world. You just did really
They
bad.
need to help that
business.
nigga out, man. Drake,
Really
help that
bad-
nigga out, man.
It's Birdman's fault. I hate the
And I don't think
Birdman.
Drake can, because I think at the same time, I think Lil Wayne is so much of his own person. I think a part of it is that he just wants to create music. He doesn't care about that shit.
About all that other shit.
But now that
And
he's
that
a
fucked him
grown
up,
man,
though.
he realized like, damn, maybe I should have cared about that shit.
I
Like,
mean, he
even him-
sold his
Massive.
ownership of Young Money to whoever.
I think it's only a percentage, but he did still
Whatever
sell
his
it.
percentage is a crazy of Nicki
I think it's
Minaj,
like 30%.
Drake,
Yeah,
and
like
Tyga.
you gave up a
That's
lot.
some money, bro.
Suge Knight would never, nigga.
That nigga-
I'm holding on to these niggas.
that
You know what I
nigga
mean?
endorsed Trump to get free from jail. He got shit going on.
Him man, what's the little weird nigga?
Kodak?
Nah, not Kodak did too.
Kodak got released from jail. He
No. You said endorse the nigga,
yeah,
endorse
but
Trump.
that
No,
was-
who was the
that
other
was-
nigga though? No.
It was Lil Pump.
Yeah, that nigga. I would say it's one.
Talking about
Yeah.
Lil Pump.
Yeah.
Talking about Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. Lil Pump.
It died. All right, but we're gonna wrap this shit up, man. Anyway, man. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. We gonna have to do a part 2 with this shit, man. Fuck with y'all, man. Yeah, for real, man. But y'all wrong, nigga. Jay-Z, wash that nigga. No, just playing. But no, it's been another dope episode, man. In closing, man, y'all can just kind of talk y'all shit, tell people where to find y'all. I'm gonna put all the shit up here. So.
My Instagram is at Tylee Presents. You can follow.
Why the fuck her whole voice just changed like that? Girl, you ain't know that work. She gotta call her white girl. Like, get the fuck out of
That's how I
here.
answer the phones at work. Hi. So like seeing living, how may I help you?
Yeah, see, I'd be like, hello? Hello? Nigga,
No, but follow me on Instagram, Tylee Presents. We have the Boygirl podcast, our Instagram, YouTube. I guess we have a Patreon, but we say everything on YouTube, so there's no point of going there unless you want to know like about the time I was burning.
Or the gay man that I like. You know there.
who'd you like?
My bad. Kelly Kells,
2%, y'all.
Instagram. Follow.
Oh, Red Dollar with 2 D's, R-E-D, and D-O-L-L-A.
Red Dollar?
Yeah. Red Dollar on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. TikTok on a busted right
Yeah,
now.
TikTok too.
TikTok.
Kelly
And
Kells
then,
with busting.
Boygirl Podcast
busting.
on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Patreon, of course.
All right, man, you heard it, man. It's been another dope episode, man. I appreciate y'all coming, man. We're going to have to collab on some more shit. We will, actually. So, yeah, man, it's been another episode, man. It's your boy Wayne, my life, not yours.